This is now, of course, a leverage against the plus Kia. FaZe Clan does have that opportunity to wipe them out in the situation. Chips, okay, already out of the game. Seems to me like FaZe Clan is definitely dominating. Have that opportunity to wipe them out in the situation.
Just cast this Christian.
Okay, already out of the game. Seems to me like
The more you imagine about, maybe this, man. Okay, now it's going what player like for Deep Plus Kia. And look at this surprise, it's 2v1v1v1v1.
Yeah, that's amazing! Okay, so FaZe, they do have the numbers, but let's see if they can play their cards right. I mean, this is gonna be tough, but really exciting. I mean, this is basically like mono for everyone. 5 teams, oh my goodness me.
Oh man, super tight. But FaZe Clan, they have a duo. Okay, here comes one. Red Bull will finish off CJ Boy, and that is A1 out, number 5-9 eliminations. Pretty nice for A1 this round. But because of that, now we're in top 4.
Yeah.
I do wonder if FaZe could keep up the pace. Here we go. I mean, they do have the advantage. They also have the high ground. So, I mean, I don't see them losing in this kind of position. But then again, we're talking about some of the big names here. I mean, we got Pubg, we got Pubg, and of course, Squash Boo. So, who's going to be winning the fight? We are already at stage 9. So, that means that, yeah, we're going to close this one out with a bang.
Oh, let's see if Squash Boo can find his bang. Not yet. He does have a ghillie suit, so a slight visual advantage there. Raven's on the other side, Pepeng right in front of him, but the smoke is blocking his vision. And FaZe Clan, they're trying to draw them out now. They know that they have the numbers. Or perhaps they don't. Okay, this is Squash Boo. Oh, Squash Boo, lots of damage under him. And Squash Boo could be the next one to be eliminated. Red Bull will do the job.
I mean, he was running out of space there, and FaZe Clan, of course, just capitalizing on that one, which is good, of course. I mean, they're keeping the advantage to themselves. And Pepeg's having a hard time, obviously. He's running out of space as well. He is popping up a lot of smoke here, of course, to conceal his location. And Fabian just, like, letting him push forward. I mean, like, perhaps he's saying to Pepeg, go ahead. I dare you to move forward.
Ooh, I like how if you would say in that tone, I dare you to move forward. But FaZe Clan, okay. Probably they saw him moving forward. Okay, this is the nade. This is the nade. Directly on the Pepeng. Nowhere else on the hide. It's going to be Fabian. Last man standing. Yet FaZe Clan, like what you said, you called it, Red Queen. There's nothing stopping them from scoring the chicken dinner.
And it's about time! It's about time for FaZe to phase it up. Match number 32 is there. It's a chicken dinner for this team.
FaZe Clan, chicken dinner. It took a while. At some point, they were like, also one of those P3 teams. It looked like it was.
Because everyone's trying to catch up, and it's so amazing, right? I mean, D plus Kia again keeps popping up. I don't know if they would want to take things slow or just really still go for the big gameplay. I mean, my point is that D plus Kia, they're still showing up, and this is what I'm beginning to love about them. Hopefully, this is going to be the same energy that we're going to see from them in the grand finals. I mean, obviously, they're going to win the top spot here, and they will have an additional 20 points as head start. So, again, that's a huge advantage, I can say.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, right? Like D plus Kia. I mean, the number 1 spot for D plus Kia has been called, since a couple of days ago, even. That is how insane the gap is. Now it's all about the fight for the top 18. But before we head on to the points, teams to watch. FaZe Clan at the top, followed by A1. And then you have Claw. So it's very clear that A1 and Claw, both of these teams need the points. And the fact that they're in part of the teams to watch, it's going to be super tight down there.
Yeah, and again, if Claw and A1 Esports would want to be part of the top 18, again, they will just have to really push for that brute force. They really have to make big things happen, for the remainder of the matches here. And you know what, Sir I feel like those last few zones that we saw or like we witnessed from this round, I think it was a great thing to see just because of the fact that, it was only FaZe Clan that has two of their members still alive. Everyone else is just down to their last surviving member.
Yeah, but no FaZe Clan compared here. We're going to compare Squash Yopu versus Rowdy. Same amount of eliminations, but Squash did put up a good show earlier. What a highlight moment that he had. But the one that highlights the most is going to be Red Bull as our MVP this time. 6 eliminations, 784 damage, helping FaZe Clan to score the chicken dinner. It took a while.
Yep, it was a lot of work. I mean, we see this guy really is everywhere, just really going for the kill points, which is, of course, did FaZe Clan a lot of good. I mean, looking at the MVP 6 points here for himself, and the damage output is still outstanding. Again, impeccable gameplay, coming from FaZe, and I would love to see some more, for coming from Thailand's team. Again, we got Red Bull as the top performer here. We also got Squash Boo, Mabu from Alpha 7 with 4 points. We got Rowdy from A1 and Shopper from FaZe.
Also falls onto Rowdy. 4 eliminations. Team contribution is 44.44%. The number really loves him. Oh well, it's nice to see a Rowdy up here because A1, they need the points, and I know all you fans there are anxious to see if they'll be able to qualify for the grand finals. But we will calculate those points later. Right now, we're locking in 12 points for A1, FaZe Clan 21 points, Claw Slayers 10 points, they truly need the points, and Alpha 7 10 points as well. That's the Double G Cup. The only team that did not score any points this round is Hora Esports, but with the total points that they have collected in the overalls, they'll be fine. We'll still see them tomorrow.
Definitely. But then again, since the competition now is getting tighter, and there are a lot of teams that are opting for, to go for like a late surge to happen, for them. Horror Esports needs still to, they still need to kind of still rack up some more, just to cement their overall position. But then again, we did expect the throwables to get as high as at 173. I think it's a good one, but we're still looking for some more. And this time, from the previous match, it was only 3 airdrops that got looted. This time it's 4. As for the longest elimination distance, it's Razak once again from Point Donkey, a total of 273.
And now the overalls. Okay, we're gonna start off with page 1 as usual. NS Red Force is still at number 1 despite they only scored 1 point this round. But Alpha 7 with 10 points, they move up to number 3 now. Now for 4th Rise, they didn't play this round. So the gap now between Alpha 7 and 4th Rise is only 5 points. So they can still catch, no problem for them. As for the other movers here, Team Secret slides down a bit. The Yahoo Gaticos, they went up by 1 notch. Now Hora Esports, they're still holding on to page number 1 with the gap of 11 points with number 2. So that's still catchable. FaZe Clan, they had the chicken dinner, jumped up 5 notches to number 9.
So I feel like, teams that are already on the first page, I feel like they're just gonna like maybe go through the matches here on a chill mode, because I feel like they're so far away from getting eliminated from the top 18. So I do think something big is still gonna happen, except for D plus Kia, of course. And you're absolutely right, Sir Cloud. With that massive performance from FaZe in the previous round, it's a total of 5 ranks. I think they're doing good. They're doing A-okay. And as for the third page, now this is what we need to focus on. This teams. Boom is at 17, and Alpha Gaming is at 18. A1 moved up 4 ranks, which is absolutely great. That's the intention that we're looking for, from A1, getting into the top 18. As for BTR, Talon, AE, Kinotrop, Claw,
Oh man, it is gonna be tough. So A1 is actually tied up with BTR Cert Club. They are both at 91, so the competition is really gonna get tighter.
Yeah, super tight, super tight. So you don't want to miss out on more games to come because the top 18 fights will continue on, ladies and gentlemen. Before that, we're gonna head on to a break. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys after this short break.
Step into the ring. Let's go. Step into the ring. Step into the ring. Step into the ring.
Jadi, ngerti
And go it is, because we are going on to game number 3. The race for the top 18 is hard, ladies and gentlemen, in the Ruthless Invitational Showdown Season 11. What do you make of the first 2 games so far?
Ooh, oh man, it was exciting. Again, I wasn't expecting Deepest Kia to show up, but still they're doing just that, which, again, I love. What I want to say is that if you are still not fans of Deepest Kia, I don't know. Again, we should give credit where credit is due. And this, guys, is not stopping at all, when it comes to, giving you guys a great show. So we have to give it to them as well.
Yes, even though they didn't score the chicken dinner, but they still put up a very good showing here in the previous round. And they don't really need the point, so I don't know. But hopefully we'll be able to see them put on a similar showing in the grand finals that will happen tomorrow. So definitely don't want to miss out on that one. But we also won't miss out on the groups, green and yellow this time.
Oh yes. Oh man, I just really hope, this is going to be the same level of intensity when it comes to the grand finals, because usually, okay, Deepest Kia, they performed really great for the playoffs, and then hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers on this one, Sir Cloud, that their energy wouldn't fade, they're still gonna perform for us. But as for our team prediction, and I just want to give it to them because Pubg has been doing great as well, again, to bring pride to Pakistan. I just want to tell you guys how I am in awe of their resiliency resilience rather, and just how they really want to give off also a good thing, not just for the whole team but for the whole country as well, for the whole of their community. So I'm gonna lock in 4 Thrives. They did play and secured a slot in the EWC with no coach, no sponsors whatsoever. So again, this, guys, round of applause for you.
Yeah, waiting for Red Queen to sponsor them.
Can anyone sponsor me so I could get to Riyadh and watch EWC, man? I want to be part of it too.
Yeah, so any daddies out there would like to sponsor Red Queen, you know how to reach out to her, right? Yeah. that's no longer a hint.
Maybe I should put out a poster as well, just like what 4 Thrives is doing. Red Queen looking for a sponsor.
Yeah. You never try, you never know.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. If you guys are looking for someone to report everything that is happening in EWC, this girl is free.
Free? And then they'll say oh, it's free, so
no,
you can
I'm
go
free.
There,
I'm available for free.
As in available. Yeah. We gotta make it clear. Well, my prediction is still available. Experts are going for Alpha Gaming. So after still D plus Care putting up a good show, even though again they still don't need the points, the same region man could be feeling you know what, we gotta put in a good show as well. Let's lock in NS Red Force.
Ooh, okay, I see that. Again, top 3 teams that we have so far. D plus Kia, NS Red Force, and 4 Thrives. Now, I'm just looking to see if 4 Thrives can actually claim that second spot in the leaderboards. And NS Red Force is, of course, making it hard for 4 Thrives to actually get to that. But then again, who knows? Luck could favor them, the side of NS Red Force, and continue them for them to actually get that chicken dinner, rack up a lot of elimination points. But then again, Pubg and the rest of the team of 4 Thrives is pretty deadly in the battlefield. So I'm curious to see if that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of justification, right, for 4 Thrives. Not gonna lie. If I didn't pick NS Red Force, I probably would go for them as well. So they are a solid pick. But we don't know who's gonna get the chicken dinner, of course, until it happens. It could be a surprise, it could be another team, it could be a team that have not got a chicken dinner before, so gotta stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, let's fly.
Exactly. So let's see if they're, like the bottom teams will do something big, in the remaining matches. But of course, whatever happens, we are there to get everything done, and cast it for you guys. But anyway, we're looking at a pink airplane this time. Okay, pretty unusual, but it's of course a great plane. For the most knockouts, I think it's still the same thing. It's still Noble. Also, we got Palak as well joining the lineup. Headshots. Oh, we've got new names: Sky and Canary.
Okay. That kind of shows that D plus Kia is having an off day. Now, new names are coming on the board, including Sleepy as well. I saw that one earlier. Balak is still here as our most eliminations behind Nobu and Osa, but the number between Balak and Osa is close enough for him to maybe catch up and overtake him in the next round.
That could be the case. Okay, so welcome to the second E-Wrangle this evening, guys. Of course, we're looking at different groups, but we still got D-Savior over here. I'm looking for Kinotrope if they're actually included in this round. I don't think so. So perhaps, we'll see D-Savior go down into Chinky and just put their names there. But initial circle, and it had favored the east side of the map here. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting rotation. APG, it's basically the same thing for them. It's the same story. They're headed towards the military base.
And it's a similar circle with the first Irango today. RQ! Okay, early encounter with Kinotrope again.
Oh, man.
Kinotrope! They fire back. RQ, they secure one elimination point. Now, Kinotrope, they won revenge because they lost the last one against RQ.
Oh man, okay, here we go. Kinotrope again, going up against RQ. Alright. But this time I feel like RQ is going to be winning. Or perhaps not. I mean, both of the teams right now suffering losses, getting a lot of damage. We can see that Ozzy-san is quite aggressive, the way that he charged in. And is coming after another RQ player. Here comes the dance-off and Ozzy-san gets it!
Okay. Ozzy-san, they don't want to repeat the mistakes of before. They want to make sure that they win this one against RRQ. It's 1v1 right now. Ozzy-san, he sees whoever that other RRQ... Okay, that should be Napeko. Okay, he sees Napeko there. That's quite ambitious. But he has 24 bullets only. But he has plenty in the micro Uzi, so he should be alright.
Alright, oh!
Napeko.
I think he got a little excited there. That was a missed opportunity. But then again, okay, we have to give it to RQ. 4 points in the bag, but in the process, they also lost 2 of their players, and one of them is Lapar, which is actually a key player for RQ. But then again, let's see how long they can survive in the fight without 2 of their members.
Yeah, they're at the deficit right now. But overall, RQ number 13, okay. 113 points plus 4, okay. I think they will still be fine. Have they created enough of a gap? Yes, somewhat. The numbers are closer, but I don't see them being pushed down that easily.
Oh man, Kinotrope. This is definitely gonna take a toll on them. They're doing quite okay in the previous days, but as we progress into the matches that we have, I think they got pushed further and further down the ranks. And if I'm not mistaken, they are second to the last, down there at the bottom. So getting eliminated early, man, it's not looking too good.
I thought I heard something fell.
Yeah, that would be my cat.
Okay, just making sure it's not from the game or what. What's the cat's name again?
Ash. Yeah, this is my grumpy cat.
So what did Ash do this time?
Yeah, well, he's trying to take down the things in my shelf, right? I mean, down below. So yeah, he wanted to go out of the room. He said, "Let go of me, mommy!"
Oh, that's how he protests? Like he will...
Yeah, it's such a spoiled brat.
That's all the wonderful food.
He is like, do you know that he doesn't even eat unless you feed him with a spoon?
What?
Yeah, that's how spoiled my cat is.
What? Does it eat unless you feed with a spoon?
Yeah, you have to feed him. Otherwise, he's just gonna stare at the food. If you put the food on, his bowl or in his plate, it's not gonna touch it unless you scoop it with a spoon and feed it to him.
That's royalty. It's like,
Yeah.
feed me, human. While
Yeah,
he's on the
I'm
phone.
his servant.
A feed me servant. What?
Um.
You're just gonna leave it on the floor? I'm not gonna touch that. That's for peasants.
I'm a slave for
Oh,
you.
you. Oh no, one of those moments.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
If any one of you know who sings that song, put it in the comments. We're in the same group.
Oh man, I just love that. We keep on making the audience guess, like, okay, what song is this? Or which band sang this? Or like, from which artist is this song from? Oh my gosh. Oh man. That's us keeping things interesting, okay? Aside from all of the action that you see on the screen, I think, the casters, they are allowed to talk about something else if in case, no action is happening, just like what we are seeing on the screen. I mean, everybody's a bit passive during stage one, unlike all of the previous matches that we've witnessed so far, wherein the moment that they land onto the ground here, they just really go out guns blazing.
Oh, and as Red Force went out guns blazing against D-Xavier, player 01, the sus-C player. Oh, but Levi's fights back. Okay, they trade back one. The X4 will get Doc C out of the way. And Levi's will save, the suspicious player 01.
Okay, I think he is.
Baru Hot and Cheesy dari Burger King. Pilih ayam favoritmu. Dua menu mulai dari 39 ribuan.
Is the mid-man. Ooh, the X4. A team could definitely flush them out if they throw in a lot of molly, or they could even block the entrances, and that could get them stuck inside here.
Yeah. Because there's only like what? 2 exits, one in front, one in back. So if it's like a team knows that, okay, there's one team down there, they can even do the cheeky thing of like blocking the exit with a vehicle. And that has happened before. Like you cannot come out if like a full vehicle is blocking out the exit. So yes, it's cool to be down there. You're like kind of safe from all the teams, but you miss out opportunities to gain elimination points. And there's a risk of teams just not allowing you to come out.
And as for Alpha Gaming, okay, they are surrounded by 4 Thrives, RQ, and Claw. So 3 teams here. Talon Esports, obviously getting shot at by Alpha Gaming. You got East there on the screen, but Talon's gonna be okay because they do have a compound. They could potentially gatekeep BTR, however, but Alpha Gaming, they will be facing at least 3 teams here in the middle.
Yeah. Everyone's getting close, but some of them are underground, so that's why we see like the map like kind of overlap. On the elimination feed, face that overlapping with 7-9, they just took out Yuhai. And 7-9 is moving away. 7-9 got in the circle, they're on the inner side. These guys making their move as well. Looks like they're not going to move late. I wonder if they want to continue to take this fight against 7-9. The terrain is quite rough though.
It is. And, oh man, this is great because just like how close they are to one another, but I'm not hearing any gunshots just yet. So perhaps this is like, again, back to information gameplay, but it's a different story though between GLU and APG, and just like that, East is out.
And there goes KF is now the final player for his team. So it's more holding on for positioning points now. Whereas for 7-9, still with baseman and Shopper gunned down by Mika. Nice shot from the lower ground, from behind.
Optimus, okay, gets the job done. A point for BTR. We're looking at 4 Thrives. There's still a complete squad, which is, of course, always an advantage. They are holding on to their 1-point elimination. They're looking at Claw, Falak here, trying to find the perfect timing to seize that opportunity. Of course, is getting an elimination point for himself. But in the meantime, we're looking at Talon versus BTR. Razy behind this broken down concrete wall, trying to, of course, hunt down Talon Esports, but couldn't find the right angle. Oh, but, okay, I think there's another team? that got the point, and that'd be Claw.
Oh, so Claw stole that one away. Okay, yeah, Claw's on the other side. So now the circle moves towards shelter. So whoever is underneath the bunker is still safe within the circle for now, and that's KF. So he can still stay quiet there while all these teams fight on the outside. But there's a potential that Claw might go all the way in. Okay, so 2 players of Claw already in the bunker, but they're not deep inside it. If they go all the way in, then they will meet with KF.
Okay, here we go. Bobo Ho. He did open fire, but I guess that was just like maybe a warning shot of some sort. But yeah, we're looking at Sem9, 1 casualty. We got Yumiko also badly injured. Hopefully he does have a first aid kit. There you go. He was able to heal himself up. Sem9 will be coming from the east side. They're still outside of the zone. But there's a need for them to take care of business with BTR.
Oh, and BTR, they're dominating. 5 eliminations now for BTR. Alpha Gaming out. Number 9, 3 elimination points. And here comes BTR. They're heading towards where Claw is at. But Noki gets a tool from Talon. That's Mika. Oh, Sem9. They crash in directly, but they take the fight head on against FaZe Clan. And FaZe Clan, the Red Bull, with the final blow. And he will be able to save Dewey. FaZe Clan recover as a trio, but oh, a little bit of an overdrive there.
Okay, I love what I see on the screen here from Claw. They're showing up at least, which is good. Now we're seeing them throw lots of nades here, but coming off the kill feed though, it's BTR versus FaZe, and it seems to me like, BTR already won the fight because, well, FaZe already out, which brings us down to just 6 teams remaining here for stage 5.
And also Sata making the big rotation up north. BTR, they're very spread out. Even though it's like stage 5 and so many teams close together, but BTR, they're not playing together, so they're playing for map control right now. As for Fourth Rise, they know that Claw is right below them. But because of this terrain, they don't have a good clear view. So Fala decides to like, okay, it's not going to be worthwhile to stay here. Let me grab my vehicle, go somewhere else.
Yeah, Noki got shut down by Talon, and we can see Chu trying to flush them out as well with nades. He's trying to heal himself up, just to make sure that he will be at 100% here in this situation. We can see Falag is just like going round in circles here, and I'm not exactly sure what the plan would be for RQ, since again they are still inside the bunkers and they're not joining into the fights here. So perhaps like really getting into an altercation will not be part of their plan, at least for this round.
10 seconds and we'll see stage number 6. KF is still in the bunker. Now 3 seconds. If it moves away from KF, it will be kind of funny. But because he's in the middle, so he will still get the circle. And Talon has to move forward. Sata, that last player of BTR, still on the outside. But because he has his teammates, so he should be alright. But Talon will be a challenge for them. It's either Fourth Rise or BTR.
Yeah. Either way, they will have to go through a fight here just to step into the zone. And that's still the name of the game. Like, survival games, you need to fight with, like, for what you want or, like, what you want to get in this battlefield. But 8 elimination points for BTR. Okay, maybe this is the start of something new. Okay, maybe they're already stepping onto the gas here to make sure that they will make it to the top 18. And the grand finals, of course. We can see Achul also trying to find like the best angle to put down or shut down Fourth Rise at this point. And now here comes the backup. We got Axel as well with Achul here. So perhaps they could be successful in this one. But you know what? Fourth Rise went inside the bunker this time. So it may be Fourth Rise versus RQ.
There's a potential there. There's a potential inside of the bunker. Claustrophobic game fight. That will be interesting. But the position of Fourth Rise is being made known to Talon because they popped that smoke, so Talon knows that, okay, there's somebody inside of there. Axel got shot. I wonder from who, though. If we were to look at the map, Talon are not in the circle yet.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, late gameplay, I guess. But, I feel like they're feeling a little bit of pressure just because, they're the only team coming from the West that needs to step into the zone. It's a 2-2 split, though, coming from 4 Thrives. I mean, 2 of them inside the shelter, trying to take care of business up against RQ here, while the other 2, Falak, and another teammate here, I'm not exactly sure how to read that name. Yeah, they're trying to keep Talent Esports at bay here.
Or BTR trying to keep Talent at bay as well. So Talent is having a hard time to move forward. You have multiple teams looking at them. Even 4 tries to send out a nade, giving a warning to Talent. But Talent is respond back with a nade, not able to land it inside of that bunker. So no damage onto 4 tries at all. Now Achur gets on his vehicle together with Yoru and Axel. They're gonna move towards the left side. They're gonna take the frontal fight with BTR.
BTR, okay, here we go. We're looking at Yoru trying to go in for the charge, and Bumblebee was able to take one out. Achul also bites the dust, and there you go, just like that. It's a rampage coming from BTR. Talent out.
Oh, just like that. They tried to rush it, but they had no choice. They had to pick their poison anyway. Now BTR moving forward. And Falak is there to take out Razy the IGL. Boboho gets in action against BTR as well. And 4 tries. So many teams against BTR now. Everyone's rushing towards BTR, including Claw. Claw coming in from the other side. It's going to be Optimus. He's surrounded. So many of them. He has to manage all of them at the same time. And Optimus will fall. But the fight's not over yet. Now Claw continues with 4 tries.
Yep, it's a total mayhem for stage number 7 here, and we're looking at 4 teams remaining. We got another grenade elimination coming from Falak of 4 Thrives here. GLUKF cooking a nade as well, but unfortunately, Falak says hello back to the lobby for you, and now we're looking at the final 3 teams. 5 elimination points for 4 Thrives.
And here is T24 on the other side. They do have the numbers right now. They need to recover Noki, and they'll be back as a full squad. Should it be a problem for them based on the current position? They are doing the revive right now. While Bobo, who the idea of Claw, sprays on the Falak, now reveals his position. They're probably going to chase down Bobo Hu now.
Obviously, 4 Thrives going for that map control. Bobo Ho trying to find a way here, of course, to defend himself. I mean, RQ hasn't left the... Okay, they already left. Okay, they already left the bunker, and now they're going after Falak over here. Falak getting a lot of damage here, and oh no! Did he get shut down? Not yet, but Assad did. Oh, and that's coming from Falak. What a counter!
Oh, and here is the Peko, the final player of RRQ. Mr. Clutchman himself, but then again, 4 tries, a full squad against Claw and RRQ. Big chance for them to score the chicken there. They will finish off the Peko. Now it's only Boo who left, the IGL of Claw, against 4 players of 4 tries. 4 tries will want to wrap things up. Boo who runs to the other end, but 4 tries, they have the numbers, they can easily surround him.
Oh man, so I feel like they're gonna go for a pinch here. They have to, of course, find Bobo Ho. I'm looking at the first aid kits just in case he would want to wait for the zone, but he only has 3, and Noki probably already spot him. Okay, that's the answer to our question, because he did open fire. Noki knows exactly where he is.
Bobo with the snake. Okay, no surprise to 4 tries since nobody really moved in. Bobo is just not playing for time, frankly speaking. They have him surrounded. He's by the hits right now. Okay, cooking up the snake. Okay, counter nade forcing Bobo to go even deeper down. And look at this, behind him is already the blue. He's out of space. And here comes the rush in here. IQ, DBS gameplay. Bobo, what can he do about it? 4 tries will claim the chicken dinner and very likely the 2nd place spot.
And you know what? 4 Thrives just delivered a point, a chicken dinner for Red Queen. Woo! 3 points in the bag for me. And match number 33, obviously, it's Falak's group.
Wow, okay, Red Queen feeling the groove now. Okay. All of us tied in at the desk with 3 points. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, everyone's up this season. But 4 tries up in this round, gaining a total of 9 eliminations, 19 points for 4 tries.
I felt it. I just know that, 4 Thrives definitely gonna make their presence felt for this round. I know that they're gonna really show up and step up their gameplay, and they did exactly that. Amazingly done. Clean execution for Four Tribes. I mean, they really waited for like the opening, the opportunity, the timing. Everything is on point.
Absolutely right. And because everything is on point, they didn't lose a single player in this round. They didn't contribute points to the other teams. Instead, they got all the points for themselves. So nice and healthy number here for Four Thrives. Second place spot, very likely to be theirs. And we'll get the confirmation soon. But this time, besides Four Thrives, BTR also stepped up the game. Gotta give it to them. Claw stepped up the game as well. These two teams, they were out of the top 18 last we checked. So they need the points in. And RRQ as well. What interests me in these numbers here is that RRQ only used one smoke the entire game, but still made it in top 4.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And one of the highlights I can say from this round was like all of the teams actually gunned down BTR at some point. Everyone pointed their guns towards them.
Oh yeah, that Russian, right? Like everyone went together. It wasn't like, okay, let's wait for that fight to end and then we go in. No. No, we just go all in together. Yeah, and at the end of the day, Four Thrives won that one in that fight. And now we're going to compare them with Claw. In terms of eliminations, it's Four Thrives. Claw scored 4 eliminations. Hence, naturally, the numbers do favor Four Thrives between these two. And Claw, 736 damage with 370 heals in this round. But the man himself, Falak, is back as the MVP.
Well, you already know it, ladies and gents. Say it with me now. Who needs luck when you have Falak? And here we go, the MVP of the match, ladies and gents. 5 elimination points in the bag with 669 damage output. Hashtag pack on top.
Pack on top, people, with Falak. Now is the MVP. I wonder how many eliminations the other teammates have got. We'll check that out right now. Okay, none of the follow through with Falak, but we also have to give credit where credit is due. Superman with 4 eliminations. Razy, IGL of BTR, first main lineup, 4 eliminations. Satar, the Starman, in the first lineup of BTR, 3 eliminations. 2 BTR players up here. They really want to push for the top 18.
And everyone's excited because I just know that we do have fans down there for BTR, and they love to see BTR performing like this. I mean, everyone really gets thrilled and excited, with this kind of aggressiveness coming from Bigatron. And now we're looking at the leaderboard for this round, match number 33.
Pasti dapat gratis ongkir.
Gratis ongkir, gratis ongkir, gratis ongkir. Sekarang semua produk 100% gratis ongkir tanpa syarat.
15 points in total, and then we got Bigatron, of course, coming in at second with 15. Claw, okay, this is by far their best game yet with 10 points. So 3 teams that ended the game with a double-digit score, and unfortunately for A1 Esports, they were the only team that didn't score any.
Ouchies. And they need the points. Surely they'll still be on the outside of the top 18. But our yellow Bumblebee, whoever he is, together with Optimus Prime, now here with the longest elimination distance. But also, right, Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, and the rest of the Autobots, and also, what do you call the villains again?
Decepticons,
yeah. They will be the next feature in PUBG Mobile.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. Maybe that's why VTR changed their name to Bumblebee and Optimus. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. Yeah, maybe looking forward to that collaboration. Okay, for you guys out there keeping tabs on your favorite teams, again, you just really have to look at the numbers here because eventually we're gonna probably take out the overall rankings later on. But Four Thrives coming back to second place with 161, taking the throne from NS Red Force.
Oh, and BTR, finally, we welcome them to not page 3. So page 2 it is. Number 16 for BTR, 109 points. That's what happens when you put in the first team lineup, ladies and gentlemen. They immediately score it back for the team, and they just want the slot to play the grand final. So it's good timing for BTR to feel their first lineup players to play, and they might be able to salvage the slot.
Yeah, and also I would want to commend the performance coming from Claw Esport. They're already at 72, still at the bottom here, but again, with that performance here in Erangel, just like I said, that probably was the best game so far that I've seen from Claw. And again, up until the final or like remaining matches, hopefully they still, give us something like that. But as for the other teams here, Vampire moved down one rank, Boom now at number 18, APG, oh man, Alpha Gaming at 105. Home, it's making my head explode. Like, which of the remaining teams here down at the bottom is gonna make it at 18?
Yeah, that's why the page 1 isn't as exciting as page 3 now. Page 3 now is definitely the highlight of our show. But we still have the second half, ladies and gentlemen. So before we head on to that, as usual, a short break. So we'll see you guys after this one.
Step into the ring. Step into the ring. Step into the ring. Step into the ring. Step into the ring.
Lights out. I got feeling, but I can't shout. I got reasons, but I'm all out. No rest for the wicked. Give me what I want. Never get enough. Never giving up. Give me what I want. Turn on. Get ready for it. Stay strong. I'm here for it. Don't stop. No rest for the wicked. Turn it up again, I lose control. Give me everything, it's what I want. Best I've ever been, I see the glow. Feel it deep within my soul.
Oh,
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 is it not?
is it you? It's okay, ladies and gents. Sir Cloud and I, man, with all of the intense fights that we just witnessed in the previous matches, sometimes we're already out of words, just how to describe the intensity and just how hot it is in the battlefield of PUBG.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. Especially with a lot of intense fights from the last round, like the BTR fight where everybody wants to have a piece of them. Yeah, that was intense. That was crazy. And fourth rise, they stood tall. They scored the chicken dinner. Great. Now we're heading into our second half. So that means mathematically for all the teams, they only have 2 more games to go for the playoff.
Oh yeah. And again, like what I said, you should have paid attention about the point system, and maybe you should have kept like, okay, how many points like is my team doing now? For like the entirety of the playoffs. So it's gonna be put to test later on because I believe we won't be showing the leaderboards or like the overall leaderboards in just a while. Maybe after this match.
Are they really gonna hide it?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Keeping the intensity up, yeah? So the intensity will continue here with Group Red and Group Green. Oh man. Again, we're back onto the headache. I'm already processing, I'm already thinking like,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. Are we like allowed to choose D plus Kia, or we're gonna stick to our rule, not choosing D plus Kia?
Okay, I think just to keep it interesting, right? We keep D plus Kia if you want to choose it. If, right? We'll leave it for the finals.
Okay, all
How's that
right, all
sound?
right.
Yeah.
But I feel like for this round, I'm gonna go with Talon Esports.
Okay, talent for Red Queen.
Mm-hmm.
So hard. Why do we have to do this all the time? I'm questioning my life every time I have to guess.
That much.
That much. Why? Okay. Experts went for horror. All right. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No doubt. Bring me.
I can
know,
feel
right?
I can feel the struggle.
Well, trying to lock it in is like, bring me. Now I'm not sure, but okay. This is one of those moments where you just don't think too much. Let's just lock it in. Okay, Yangon Galactico.
Okay, all right. I mean, they did score.
I don't know because they were early fights.
Yeah, they always go for the early engagement, right? And sometimes they even get into the game with only 3 of their members. So that's a risky choice. But let's see. I mean, after all, they're champs, so they know what to do in most of the situations, right? So maybe.
Gosh, okay, I don't know how many players will play. If it's a full squad, I'll be a bit more confident. But if it's 3, I'm not sure. Can I change? Because I don't know how many will play. Okay, to be fair, not that I'm not confident with them.
You can change. Go for it, Sir Cloud.
I try to justify my change. Okay, let's bring on the wolf pack. Let's go.
There you go again, flexing the merch. Oh my gosh.
Bring on the wolf pack. Didn't turn on my autofocus, but yeah.
So we got Boom, Horror, and Talon Esports for our prediction. I mean, like Horror could probably be like on a chill mode because they're already on the first page. Talon, the reason why I chose this team is that they're still, like out of top 18. So perhaps, they could go for a big game, for this round, since you mentioned that we only have like 2 games, for each groups.
Now I'm self-doubting myself. Like, could it be APG? Because they're number 19, right? Because, okay, maybe that fires them up. I don't know. Okay, but the window is closed. Okay, so that's locked in. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're not self-doubting. I'm
Yeah.
gaslighting myself.
Oh man. Yeah, but I do get you. I do get you. I mean, there's a big chance, those teams at the first page, maybe they will still come and play. Maybe they would still be aggressive, we don't know. But perhaps, those teams at the bottom, still
Hakapusinya murah di aplikasi GoPay selalu ada harga murah. Download dah.
cause chaos, inside the battlefield and just really rack up a lot of points,
By next season, you will see me display a crystal ball behind me. Just so that I can reach out there and like, okay, I'm desperate now. Can you like help me out? Like, and it shows up like a team logo.
Yeah, maybe we should get a crystal ball. Oh man.
Oh, show me which team.
Show me the winner. Show me the money. But yeah, and again, guys, please join us. We'd love to see like which team you guys are gonna be picking. And the fact that there's a lot of you down there supporting your favorite team, that is, of course, making my heart cool, because this is what I like about community supporting their favorite teams. Again, you just have to stick with them. Sometimes everything goes their way, but sometimes it doesn't. Again, you always have to factor in luck. So that's why what they need from you, the teams need from you, is just like your support, your love, and endless energy, because they always need it.
Yes, definitely. Especially it has been a long playoff series, right? Like 6 days. They've been playing 6 days in a row now. I'm pretty sure they're feeling some level of fatigue as well. And it's the energy from the community that keeps them going. So put it in the comment section, your best support for your favorite team, because each team only has 2 games left to go. We're gonna roll the first game of our second half, Mirama.
Oh man, we are already halfway through last day of the playoffs. So again, we're looking at those teams at the bottom, trying to find their way to make it to the top 18, and just really looking forward, of course, to all of the explosive gameplays that we'll be witnessing in just a while. But as for those names, the most elimination points, pretty much the same thing. It's Nobu, also, and of course, Olak.
Yeah, because the gap is just extraordinary. But for headshots though, Sky, Canary is climbing up, but still a rather significant gap with Nobu. Oh, we also have to welcome IQ. Highest is now joining the chart.
Exactly. So again, with a kind of strong consistency coming from Nobu over here, makes it impossible, for other players to even catch up. Of course, with the numbers that he had already set into the leaderboard. But then again, we're happy to see some of the names here. I mean, we got Sky from Horror Esports with the most headshots here. We also got IQ again with the highest damage output. And let's see if we're still going to see a little reshuffle still happen when it comes to the game titles so far in the entirety of this tournament. And now we're looking at D-Saber, and we seem to have an early engagement between them and E-Arena.
Okay. D-Xavier, E-Arena. Here we go. D-Xavier, 1 player down, but the trade back. Player 456, 20k, eliminated by player 01. Okay, looks like E-Arena is at the deficit, and you blink and you miss it moment. E-Arena. First team out.
And who is this DX4 man? He got 3 points out of that exchange, so that only goes to show how aggressive this player is, and we don't even know who he is just yet. Perhaps a tryout, or like a player, or like maybe an old player from D-Saber. We just don't know exactly. But anyway, Alpha Gaming versus Talent Esports this time. Okay, this is my choice team. They're having an exchange, a trade-off. Nobody's been put down just yet, but we got Ruthless on the screen here on the second floor, and obviously Talent Esports getting ready to charge, but he throws a nade and he gets tagged.
A nice rush in though by Yoru, who opened it up, followed by Achul and Talon. So far they're in control. But APG, they still have East and Zul and Baron. They could still come back from this. They want to take back Chumacera for themselves. But Chumacera is not fully in the circle. Only half of it is in the circle. Okay. Now that we have the overall charts up, okay, Yakuret was playing as a full squad people, but now Baron from the side, Achul got tagged with a VSS. It's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen someone use that gun. But one of the things that I love about that gun is when you open fire using that gun, it will not be traced on the map, which is of course always an advantage. And obviously, Baron just went for it and was able to take down Achul.
Okay, so they trade back one. Now looking for the other three players of talent. Oh, Baron's taking this super high ground. You have a good view of anyone who steps out of their building. And Yoru shows up, takes out East immediately. But follow up by Baron. This is the position that we talked about here. With this high ground, he step out, he'll be able to shoot him down. But East is down as well, forcing Baron to relocate down.
And you know what? Alpha 7 seems to be losing the fight up against Horror Esports, but we'll check that out in just a while because Alpha Gaming is still trying to have a conflict resolved here up against Talon Esports. And wow, Rainbow Yaza, the only player remaining here going up against, of course, Baron. Oh, Baron taking in a lot of damage. Oh, and he goes down hard.
Oh, and that's only Reboazar now. Now it's going to be Reboazar with one player of his opponent here in the same building. It's going to be Zero 1v1. 1v1. If Zero wins this, he'll be able to save Baron. But he's running out of bullets as well. Only 9 bullets in this. That's okay. Mini 40 only 25 and 6. It's going to be... He has to be very efficient with his shot. Okay, that's 1 out. 7 left. Oh, I'm just counting down the bullets now.
Okay, here we go. Joel seems to have the upper hand in this dance-off. We can see that he is holding and here it was. Man, Joel with an effective, of course, takedown with a shotgun. And yeah, they won the fight. Although in the process, they lost Ruthless and East. But it's APG. It's Alpha Gaming.
Yeah, it's Alpha Gaming with 2 players, and officially they are now at number 17. But of course, we're still very early in this round. So let's see how long they can last. But looking at the teams around Alpha Gaming, it's like in front of them, there's no other team. So once they're done looting in Chumacera, they can easily move forward and they won't be challenged by anyone.
Absolutely. And now we're looking at those teams, of course, trying to make their way inside the circle. But yeah, Alpha 7 close to 4th Rise. They're also close to Horror Esports. They're all headed, over to the same direction. Perhaps they're going to go pass through that highway over there that leads to like a cluster of teams down there in the middle, Sir Cloud.
Yeah, a lot of teams want to play in the middle where Los Leones is at. So the city of Los Leones will be pretty crowded. But if the circle pulls away, then we know that it's going to be a party. It's going to be real hectic to come out of that. I wouldn't mind that though, because if the circle goes inside Los Leones, we know it's going to go stage 9.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But what is sure as well is maybe we could have like a trade-off between Aura and Alpha Gaming. Both of the teams that I just mentioned headed towards Chumacera area. 4th Tribe's making their way in just now. Oh man, I'm not sure exactly, but I really feel like it's gonna be a wild, wild west this time.
That means a brawl? You expecting that?
Exactly.
That's what we want to see, a brawl. But inside Los Leones, just an update. It's so far from our view here on screen, it's only Xavier, but down south, there is another team. But it's only 2 teams in Los Leones. Not that many teams committing into the city yet. Vampire Esports by the edge, by the high ground of Los Leones. So they're not truly committing yet. Totally understand, because it's only stage 1. There's a big chance that the circle might still go out. But D plus K, they're switching their strategy this time. At least at this stage, they're not playing in the middle. They're still by the side at Impala.
I haven't seen quite an explosive play from Alter Ego Eras. Do you think they're gonna make it to the top 18, or are they just gonna let this one pass?
So as of now, the difference between Alter Ego and Vampire, who's at number 18, is 20 points. So I guess if they want to keep pace this round, they have to do well, and then it would depend on what happens in the final round. Or if they can do very well, like score a chicken dinner with a good amount of eliminations, then the other round will be like a bonus for them. So they still need to perform. So if they, let's say they go out 0 here, then next round is going to be super duper hard.
Ooh, and just look at the situation here, Sir Cloud. I mean, Horror Esports could potentially shut down APG coming from behind. But APG, they can also choose, like, maybe get behind 4 Thrives and maybe challenge them up as well. But, you know, like, one thing is for sure, I mean, there's a fight that, you know, definitely will break out over to the west side. Just like what you mentioned, it's going to be a brawl here.
And that's what we want to see, especially if it's in Impala Circle. Oh, but somebody... Okay, I thought I saw somebody tag E plus yet, but that's not going to be the case. Okay, now Vampire. Since the circle shifted towards the right, and they are on top of this hill, so they can stop teams from rotating in. This is a good spot for them to farm.
Okay, so far it's a quiet stage 2. Everyone's being passive and just focusing on their rotations. Okay, just to give you guys an idea, Yangon Galacticus headed towards the south part area of the zone. Same thing goes though for 4 Thrives. So maybe, just maybe, that's also where the party is going to happen. I mean, GLU is right at the edge of the circle, so potentially they could do some gatekeeping situation. But as for Vampire Esports, they're still around Los Leones. Same thing with a couple of players from Alter Ego Eris, Kino Trope, and RQ.
And Alter Ego, they're in the circle, so they'll be chilling here. As usual,
Ubah cara pandang menjadi lebih simpel. Tentukan prioritas yang lebih jelas. Pencarian yang lebih mudah. Be simply beyond with Living by Mandiri.
good amount of eliminations. But now, Alter Ego is not only about Rosemary. The whole team has to be able to function.
Yeah.
If not, they might lose out on the slot.
They have to carry their own weight. I mean, like, Rosemary won't be able to do this all by himself. Obviously, it's always the teamwork that makes the dream work, so they say. And Alter Ego Eris, if they would want to, of course, perform in the grand finals, I mean, they have to do something about this. And again, they just have to really get explosive here. But we're looking at RQ. They're holding on to a high ground, so which is always a great thing. That means they do have a good vantage point. Looking at Voin Donkey over here, and again, they're already in the middle, close to Los Leones, and also close to a lot of teams. So those gunshots are definitely hurt. And as for D Savior, okay, 2 points now in the bag, close to GLU, Yangon Galacticos, and even Kino Trope. So perhaps, we could see them have a clash as well, but so far it is still quiet. I mean, everyone is killing nothing but time.
Interesting, right? Even though it's like the second last game for all the teams, but yet they're still playing this disciplinedly. Yangon Galacticos not showing any discipline to 4 Thrives. They will cane them down. T24 on the ground as well. Oh, D Xavier took out Tamra from Kinotrope. Okay, so 2 fights happening at the same time.
Alright, here we go. We got Safe Cloud getting a lot of damage, and now they're going up against 4 Thrives here. They're throwing a lot of nades. Okay, 1 down. Oh, okay, that was it. I mean, that was the last player for the side of 4 Thrives. So 4 Thrives already out of the game. And we're looking at 13 teams remaining for Stage 3, and we are about to move into Stage 4.
Okay, here comes Stage 4. Before we even get there, Kinotrope just got eliminated. Now all of a sudden, we're at 12 teams, just like that. Okay, expect more to come. Now DX4 just got gunned down, but here comes D plus Kia. They don't have the circle, so they will be aggressive.
Yeah.
D-Savior, we got one player bleeding out there in the open. Hexa's looking to shut down a kill, however. Yeah, he's getting shot at by two teams here. We still got D plus Kia trying to join into the mix as well. GLU squad, 2 points in the bag as well. And yeah, they are close with D-Savior and D plus Kia. They have to be really extra careful on this one, Sir Cup, because they're in the middle of D-Savior and D plus Kia.
Oh, and speaking about D-Saber, here you go. Levi's just got finished up. D-Saber only 2 players. Argent from afar, not able to hit his mark. Oh, sneak up by Noel! Sneaking out the Chips! Chips didn't know what hit him!
And of course, if you do have that element of surprise, then you can actually make that work for you. Yangon Galacticos going head to head with Horror Esports. Confirmation coming through. No fear, rather, had already been taken out. We got APG versus Vampires as well, coming off the kill feed. Hayami, oh man, he got shot down by Master Smile. The kill feed keeps lighting up.
Oh yeah, everyone's just going insane right now. Just when you thought it's quiet, now it's loud. Horror Esports will lose Sleepy, and they are out. Right now? Okay. Now this is a bit of a breather for everyone. Waiting for the next moment to happen, especially after the circle shifts. Now, most teams in the circle, but Yangon Galacticos, a few players on the south not in yet. Next circle will go towards the southern side. We have Void Donkey in the middle.
Okay, so, I mean, they need to settle the score. D plus Kia, GLU, and even Yangon Galacticos. I mean, like, before they can be safely get a spot in the zone, they have to deal with business. They have to settle the score. GLU, they are like a bigger threat compared to D plus Kia just because of the high ground advantage. And if you guys saw just how like D plus Kia actually backed away from that situation, because they didn't really have that much of an advantage up against GLU squad, which is of course a great thing to do. I mean, if you don't have the advantage, you might as well back away in a situation where you know you're not going to be winning the fight.
Yeah, that's quite clear, right? Like, okay, rather than just try to push it and you know that you're not going to win, just back up, because we're still at 10 teams. It's a survival game at the end of the day. The objective is to survive. It's a battle royale. But Vampire Esports, they want to make sure that Alpha 7 does not survive. They try to block them from coming in. But I noticed that Boom Esports, Yummy is somewhere around there as well. Is he the final player? No, they're still a full team. But they seem to be splitting up. Okay, Yummy is together with someone else by the edge of the circle. And Alpha 7 passed by without noticing that they're there.
It's definitely going to be a three-way battle up north. I mean, Vampire Esports is close to Alpha 7. Boom is obviously monitoring the situation. Probably they're going to check if they're going to be joining the mix or not. But as for Vampires and Alpha 7, I think this is about to go down.
Okay. So now Void Donkey, they were in the middle of the circle, so they'll be staying quiet for now for sure. Don't expect them to be involved with any fights if you're comfortable, especially in the middle of the circle, so they will chill here. Vampire Esports, okay, there's still a big chance that a fight will erupt here. Vampire, Alpha 7, and Boom. 3 teams next to each other.
And again, everyone is quiet. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Onsen trying to get into position over here. Of course, you would always want all the advantages to work on your side. It's being very quiet. Of course, again, you always have to have that element of surprise, like to sneak an attack here. But I'm pretty sure that Vampire Esports is trying to establish good comms over here. Again, they will have to commit, you know, if one is going to go for the open fire, then might as well, you know, bring the whole team with you. But in the meantime, we're looking at D-Saver, GLU squad. This fight has been going on for a long time now. We got GLU squad flushing them out from this warehouse. The question is if D-Saver can effectively defend themselves.
Yeah, right now they will try. They lob it across on the Xbox. They did damage him. The Xbox looking for player 01, Sensory inside. But here comes Noah as well. But Noah is kinda low. Okay, he's trying to reload. Oh, somebody passed by him. It was Paragen that passed by Noah. Looks like they swap places. Noah now on the inside, but Paragen fires into Noah. The door is closed just at the right timing, and Hexas came in with a flank. This area, that was a really messy one.
But you know what? I feel like D plus Kia is gonna go and score some points, up against U squad. I mean, they're definitely not gonna let them lick their wounds after coming off a fight here. We can see that Fabian throwing a lot of nade. Oh, but also took the hit.
Oh, okay. He has to back off while he has the teammates. Now we'll take the front on his behalf. And on the elimination fee, looks like Shrub's got one target. What D plus Kia? They kind of must win this fight because they are still on the outside of the circle. So this is a must-take fight for D plus Kia against the 4 players of Gloom.
But you know what? Yeah, they're not playing with any pressure whatsoever.
And that's true.
So whether or not they make it out alive, I mean, in this match, I think, they're gonna be safe. But yeah, Hexus, that was such a great shot there. Definitely took Nobu down in an instant. But, oh, it's Romeo Boy from Yangon Galacticus that took the shot up against Hexus.
Okay, and here comes. The fight will continue on. SKF. How is Hexas doing? Okay. He's probably being revived. Okay, he's being revived right now. You can see him on screen. At the same time, here comes Yangon Galacticus. And also Alter Ego. Everybody wants a piece of this warehouse.
Oh, is this a prime spot? It seems
Not
so, yeah.
really.
At the edge of the circle. Okay, fighting their way in. Perhaps, okay, everyone's looking to score some point here. I mean, even Alter Ego eras. Okay, they're trying to join into the mix here. I mean, GOU squad is receiving all of the brunt here from coming from both of the teams. I mean, Yangon Galacticus obviously not letting this one go. Fabian from D plus Kia is trying to move in, of course, together with the rest of the team. But Master Smile, oh man, he's holding a DBS. Who's gonna be taking the shot?
Ooh, who's going to be smiled at? Now 3 teams still locked in. Okay, Fabian takes the shot onto Mernat and Smile knocked down. Smile not able to use his DBS, but Fabian knocked by Romeo Boy. Okay, Osa, waited! Osa, as always, the clutch man of D plus Kia!
Surprise, surprise. Okay, definitely caught his enemy off guard. Nobu, however, did not make it out alive, and here comes our son now. Just giving a lot of punishment up against Alter Ego Eras. And just look at that, Yangon Galacticus, double-digit elimination points.
Oh, okay. Oh, hang on. Okay. 10 elimination points for Yangon Galacticus. Pretty nice here. Now, finally, the warehouse fight ended. And D plus Kia is the king of the warehouse. Oh man, after all that, okay. Glad that everyone let go of that warehouse because that warehouse by the edge was the circle, so it wasn't the most prime spot, but I guess the players, they just want eliminations.
Obviously, with this kind of formation from RQ, they're trying to dictate the tempo, at least for this round. It's a 2-2 split. They are holding on to a great vantage point up against Alter Ego Eras. It's easy for them to actually shut them down at this point. So even if Alter Ego Eras survives or gets eliminated, D plus Kia will definitely have a hard time penetrating the circle just because of RQ's position. And they still have the number over here, Sir Cloud. So advantages again, from the side of RQ.
Yeah, they have to hope for RQ to be distracted. But we're gonna look at what's happening on the left side of the circle. Vampire Esports and Boom Esports. Here we go, the nade by Onzens. Across. Onto the other. Oh, Lapa, what a position. Lapa's made up a hole. Lapa whiffed it. Not able to get a knock at least.
But hopefully he will be safe, just because, it can be a little hard to climb to where he is. But I think it goes...
Lebih hemat, lebih cepat di Shopee.
And he's just really looking down to Alter Ego Eras and D plus Kia. But the question is if he can actually get the job done, because Lapar still being picked up. So obviously RQ is recuperating in this situation. Alpha not making a move whatsoever.
So
This is going to be a three-way battle down south.
in this
Once
situation
again,
to also not
Ego
make
Errors, D plus
move.
Kia, and RQ.
And speaking about D plus K, now they're on screen. Alva is in the vehicle. Do they know that he's there, or did they even have a good clear shot? But oh, 2 nades are just sent up. Where is he going to go? Even the vehicle is out now. Ah, there you go. Vehicle blown up. He has no space at all, and the point goes to Voing Donkey.
Alright, here we go. Final 5 teams remaining. Voing Donkey, Vampire, RQ, D plus Kia, and Alter Ego Errors. Unfortunately, though, for Alter Ego Errors, we're down to our last player. Now, back on the screen, Asa still knows exactly there are 2 players down below. He's trying to cook up a nade here. Asa took a hit coming from RQ, obviously. And now RQ is just really taking advantage at this point. I mean, all they need to do a good follow through, and they could definitely win this fight.
But Fabian needs to win this fight against Alva. Alva lobs the nade. Oh, not at the position of Fabian at all. So he doesn't really know where Fabian is at. Okay, second nade. He still thinks that Fabian is just in front of that top smoke, but Fabian is not there. Or so can he drop in time for Fabian to pick him up? Nah, no time.
Yeah, I did think that he was really gonna make it. Grenade elimination doubt, though, from Nerpeko. And again, we can see Lapar also trying to get into position over here. Alter Ego Rare is still alive and kicking. However, they're down to their last player. And he's close with Fabian, also the last surviving member from D plus Kia. RQ getting ready to go down from that mountain right there. They could potentially shut down these 2 players now.
But look at the circle. It favors Vampire Esports and Voing Donkey.
Oh,
well,
no.
RQ, okay, they're just looking for blood right now. Asa gets Fabian, the final player of D plus K, eliminated. Now they're looking for Alva. I wonder if they even know that Alva is still there. Okay, they're moving forward. I believe they're still trying to make sure that nobody's left alive here.
The power shifted to Voing Donkey and Vampire Esports this time because of the circle. RQ manages to take out Alter Ego Errors once and for all, and now we're looking at the final 3 teams remaining. Obviously, RQ survived, and this is a fair game for everyone, at least for the top 3 teams that we have on screen. Voing Donkey, Vampire Esports, RQ, they are all a complete squad.
So it could be anyone's game. But then again, RQ, they don't have the circle. Or Voing Donkey and Vampire Esports, they do. But Voing Donkey, they have a compound to work with. So slight advantage there. Now it's a matter of whether RRQ can survive at this stage. Okay, they're moving to the circle. With Shrubs in front, just sprays and not able to get it up.
Lazarus goes in for another one. Okay, did not hit his target. So now it's going to be a fight between Vampire Esports and RQ. You can see that a lot of nades are being thrown up against RQ, and RQ continues to survive. Here comes another one coming from Yola. Did not hit a target over there, so RQ will just have to wait for them to do a counter.
And look at this high guy advantage by Vampire Esports onto RRQ. Nate, RRQ hopes to get that knock, but not able to hit their target yet. Okay, Mela with a nade. Sends it across. Ooh, lots of damage on the 33. But they counter back with an 8 into the smoke, but nobody's there.
Okay, so far this is more on like exchange nades first. Okay, we'll probably see both of the teams go for the push the moment that they run out of throwables here. And Lapar, okay, there goes the opening. Shuts down Miola, and that is of course the QRQ has been waiting for it to go for the push, and now here's the trade-off. Yola already out of the game here. Same thing goes for Newsy, and that is an effective shot coming from RQ.
Okay, RQ! Looks like they are overcoming the odds right now from the lower ground against Vampire Esports. Onsets, TBS, low ground. RQ, 2 players on the high ground. They have the numbers against Onsets. Onsets have to navigate around, but they know where he's at. Oh, Voing Donkey! Voing Donkey, they're coming! Onsens, he's gonna be in trouble, but who is gonna be the target of Voing Donkey? Onsens goes out. Nice between Voing Donkey and RRQ. Voing Donkey, if they rush right now, they have the numbers.
Perfect timing from the side of Boy Donkey, eager to win that chicken dinner. And now RQ's been receiving a lot of damage, a lot of punishment coming from Boy Donkey. There goes 33 out of the game. Lepar crawling back to Asa, hoping to get picked up still. We got RQ one more, trying to, of course, pose a threat up against Boy Donkey, trying to keep them at bay, to try and give time, for RQ to reset. But Lepar always been taken out by the Blue Reaper.
They go. They go on the other side. Oh, no pickle. Okay, they fire back. Oh, the pickle goes down now. Only one more to go. It's going to be Asa. Boy Donkey, all in. Gacho and Zeta. But they are not going to look down upon their opponent. Even though it's only one player. But still, they will heal their teammates. Asa right now, healing up and pushed to a corner. Is Asa even in the circle right now? Okay, anyway, Boy Donkey, they're taking the time. Zeta is going to pick up their two teammates. And Asa, he cannot easily hike up now.
Oh man, this is gonna be tough for us. Man, 3 players now from Void Donkey getting picked up, so this is going to be like a hard 3v1 situation. But maybe, just maybe, Asa can pull up a miracle here and even win the fight. But then again, for the side of Void Donkey, they're not gonna be letting go of the situation. Oh, Razak just went from a spray, but unfortunately he wasn't able to shut down Asa just yet.
Okay, Asa heals. Okay, back up to 80%. But Razak jumps down. Could this be a clutch by Asa? Okay, hang on. Now Razak with that stuff. Okay, will not miss the shot against Asa. Boy Donkey claims this chicken dinner from the hands of RRQ.
Whew, what a fight, what a chain of events, coming from the top teams from this round. But at the end, it's Boy Donkey that took that victory. Match number 34, chicken dinner from Boy Donkey.
Whew, that was a long stand-up fight there. Gotta give it to Asa. 1v3, 1v4, but he was still able to hold on by himself for that long. That was insane play by Asa as well. Boy Donkey, however, scores the chicken dinner with 6 eliminations. We're definitely not going to take this one away from them, and the fact that they scored this chicken dinner, well, surely we'll see them tomorrow. So these are just bonus points for Boy Donkey.
Exactly, but it was a great try, coming from the side of RQ. I mean, considering the odds not really being on his side, not being in his favor, but still he manages to just like what you said, hold on for as long as he can. But Boy Donkey right now, looking at the stats so far, I believe this is perhaps the damage that they were able to inflict to the other teams here. But as for elimination points, are we looking at just I don't did they just manage to score 3 elimination points? No, I don't think so. Did they?
Who scored 3?
Boy Donkey, how many points?
They scored at least 6.
6 elimination points in the bag.
Yeah, there you go. But besides Boy Donkey, okay, so RRQ, of course, gotta give it to them. There was an insane round, especially by Asa towards the end. And then you have Vampire Esports, who got busy with RRQ. But Yangon Galacticos, they scored a lot of eliminations this round, at least 10 before they went out.
Oh yeah, I remember. I think they were the first team to actually cross the double-digit score in terms of elimination points. So even if they weren't able to secure that chicken dinner for this round, I think they did perfectly well. It's definitely going to help them cement, of course, their overall status in the leaderboards. But yeah, I mean, that's exactly the case. Right now, I mean, we are closing to wrapping things up, for the last day of the playoffs here, and it had already shaped up to be one of the greatest fights that we've seen so far coming from Ruthless Invitational Showdown. And speaking of fights, well, we've got a head-to-head over here. Master Smile from Yangon, and we got Razak coming from Void Donkey. But, I mean, just checking out the stats here, damage output is, I think, the most difference that I can see between these two players.
Yeah, if elimination is only 1. But the biggest difference among all the other players, we had to give it to the last man standing, Asa, 5 eliminations. But look at this damage, 1,110 damage by Asa, who lived so long. And that amount of damage stacked up, I believe, towards the end, where he fought for so long, damage after damage just by himself, and the numbers just rack up from there.
I think the only advantage so far that happened for the side of Donkey is that they were able to heal up their teammates. But at some point, we got to a 1v1. But Assad chose to actually drop to the ground, probably trying to maybe find an angle, or like maybe he waited for a chase down to happen. But yeah, I mean, like, what can he do? From that situation, he made the most of it, given the situation, and still manages to perform great. For the team. It's just like it's a 3v1, so obviously we already know who's gonna be winning the fight.
Yeah, we gotta give him credit, right? He had to make a lot of split-second decisions in that one moment, so he did the best that he could, and it was very entertaining. Yaku Radicals definitely brought the entertainment here. No place of points. All their points were through eliminations, and they were able to score 10 of them, so they are still in the double-digit club. But on the other end, Kinotop Gaming, 4 tries, E-Arena, no points. Among all 3 teams that didn't score anything, Kinotop Gaming is the one that needs the points, and now they have one more game.
Yeah. I don't know if they're still gonna make it though. How many points is that? I think they still need like quite a number of points. If I'm not mistaken, they are like 23 or 23rd spot, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, okay, just to give you guys an idea about everyone's position. Of course, everything's remained to be the same from top 1 to top 4 here. However, the
Baru, hot and cheesy dari Burger King. Pilih Whopper favoritmu. 2 menu mulai dari 39 ribuan.
they moved down 2 ranks as well.
Yeah, so to answer your question, we'll get to know that in page number 3 once we flip over later. But also monitoring the amount of points here. MVKE and E-Arena tied in with 117 points, number 16 and number 15. So that will also kind of be a benchmark depending on how close the points are on whether page 3 teams can actually catch these 2 teams at least. So flipping over 109 right now. Boom Esports only 2 points away. So if Alter Ego, Kinetro still has a chance, frankly speaking, but they have to come up big in their own last game.
Yeah, they could do that. Boom Esports 107, APG 109. Oh, same thing goes with BTR. Oh man, this is gonna get exciting, okay? Because well, that's what we want to happen in the first place. So you don't dare change that channel because you're gonna miss out on a lot.
Yeah, because we're going to take a break. So don't change that channel like what Red Queen says. If not, she's going to bring the belt and you don't want to know what happens after that. See you guys after the break.
Step into the ring.
And here we go. One more game for Group Red. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ruthless Invitational Showdown Season 11. The race for the top 18 is still on. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss this one.
Don't want to miss it because it is already intense. All right, here we go. Down to our last two matches for today, Sir Cloud, and again the final time, or not the final time, two more games, and we still have to pick our favorite team here, or like not maybe favorite, maybe our choice of team for prediction, red and yellow. I'm already looking at them, the groups, and who I think is gonna go for that chicken dinner. For now, let's give a chance to I'm gonna give a chance to okay, I'm gonna go with A1.
Okay, that's a quick prediction. Alright. Red Queen locking in A1. Alright, so since this is going to be the last game in the playoffs for Group Red, I'm going to go for Purple Hearts, Horror Esports. Let's go! I've been saving it.
I would like to give a big shout out, of course, to Max. Maxman, he's watching right now. He's watching Ruthless Invitational Showdown. So a big shout out to you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Okay, here we go. So A1 Horror Esports. We're waiting for the experts' prediction. Who are you gonna go for, Prod?
Let's go. Oh, they're taking the time. They're like, oh no, I'm on the spot. Yeah, that's how it feels.
All right, man. It's taking a while. It's taking a while for the Prod to choose their team here. I mean, it's crunch time for everyone. Maybe that's why.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Team Secret will be the pick of our experts. We don't always get to see the best of Team Secret, but then again, you know, when we kind of like have a bit of doubt for even some of the other teams, all of a sudden they show up with the chicken dinner. So, you know, surprises can happen, right?
Oh, for sure. And that's what we love, surprises. Of course, I mean, who doesn't love surprises, right? Okay, for the Prod. Okay, they're going for Team Secret. Okay. I mean, Horror Esports, they don't have anything to prove now. They're part of the first page. They're doing great. Oh, man. Team Secret, they're also part of the top 18, right?
Yeah.
So it's just
out
really...
Out of all our picks, A1 is the one that needs the points. So, yeah. Your one has like I'm trying to find the right word. The narrative or the reason? Yeah, I guess both of them, right? To try to get the points in.
Sinister, if you're watching, show them. I mean, like, catch that chicken dinner. Come on, let's go. I do have that much faith to A1 Esports. I mean, like, we've seen these guys play over and over and over again. I mean, if they're really gonna go for that chicken dinner, they've done it during the first few days during the playoffs. So perhaps, you know, they could show up, you know, for the last day of the playoff stage. So I'm just crossing my fingers and just really hoping, you know, A1 would show their true form.
Oh, the final form here. In Irango, the last game for Group Red, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fire onto it.
Alright, you know, it's gonna get crazy because, well, this is already the final day, or the final E-Wrangle, rather, so final chance for the teams to milk this map, because this is the OG map, and you guys know this map at the back of their heads, or like at the back of your heads there. So let's see what's gonna happen as we are about to, of course, jump into our favorite drop spots over here.
So on the north, potentially we might see a fight in South Jogopol. We see that very often, so that's a potential early fight. And it also will depend on like how some of the teams will change their draw spot. Okay, so Alpha 7 is going to go North Jogopol, so they're not going to drop in the Pubg, and that means they won't encounter an early fight, so that's going to be one avoided. Yago Gadikos is going to be in the container area. Claw is going to be on the left side. So they're going to have a bit of a truce there in South Yogopo. So the early fight on the left side. We continue to look on the right where our A1 is dropping maybe in Yasnaya. If they go there, then they might find resistance. But no, they're going south.
Yeah, they're headed towards south part. I wonder what made them give up Yasnaya. I mean, this is their favorite drop spot, so that remains to be a mystery for me. Well, let's check out how this is gonna go down. So far, I feel like BTR will be the only team down there at Yasnaya. Perhaps it will be unoccupied, but in the meantime, we're looking at Horror Esports right now, and it's an early engagement. I'm just checking to see, okay, who are they fighting up against?
Oh, okay. We heard gunshots, but okay.
No fight. Okay.
All right, maybe it's one of those like, warning shots or long range while they were trying to tussle for vehicles. A1 is just right beside Alter Ego, just around the area of Lipovka. But Alter Ego, Lipovka is going to be their regular drop spot. This time they're not going to share it with Alpha 7. Alpha 7 decided to drop early in North Yogopo, so an early fight is avoided. While A1, around the mentioned area, grab vehicles, surely they won't go to Lipovka.
And again, guys, ladies and gents, please don't forget to follow Ruthless Esports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and of course, TikTok. Right? So you don't go out missing on any...
Yuk Mama bantu.
Fly away with me.
Mama bantu ya.
Take you high.
Sini
Soaring.
Mama bantu. Banyak yang ingin ia raih. Pastikan kita selalu kuat untuk membantunya. L-Kal dengan koral kalsium dari Okinawa, vitamin D3, K2, dan K1 bantu jaga kesehatan tulang hari ini hingga ia meraih cita-cita hebatnya. L-Kal memelihara kesehatan tulang dari LAPI.
Are not witnessing any fights that is happening at the moment, so perhaps teams are taking their sweet time for now.
Interesting. Even though it's like the last few games, no early fight. Because normally, right, and this a normal case, like in the last few games, if it's like your second last game or your last game, you would just like go ballistic and just fight or just crash into whoever that you feel like. But interesting enough, nobody's really doing that. So everyone's still playing this very disciplinedly.
Calculated risk. I guess most of the teams are actually going for, but you know what, Yangon Galactus is about ready, of course, to annihilate a team here. And the first team that they're looking on would be Claw. Again, Claw is still at the bottom of the leaderboards over here, so they do need to rack up some points.
Oh, okay. All right, looks like we didn't need to wait that long. As Claw, they choose to come to South Yogopo. So that's where they will meet with Young Galacticos, but they are taking the left side. When we look at the spread of Young Galacticos, both teams taking a defensive stance now. Now, who will make the first move? Because this area is not in the circle, so the fight shouldn't take that long.
Okay, everyone is in position so far. Yangon Galacticos, they are all separated from each other. Obviously, if you can hold on to like multiple angles over here, that could best work for the team. Claw's doing the same thing, basically. I mean, they're really being careful at the moment. But coming off the kill feed, it's Revo coming from Alpha 7 that got the first blood here, shutting down Razak.
Okay. So that's going to be the first split. Give it to Alpha 7. Although, well, any side quest for Alpha 7 is to take the second place spot at this point. Nobody can take D plus gear. But you know what? D plus gear, they can have a nice side quest of breaching 300 points in this last round.
Oh man, you're absolutely right. And perhaps, this is like the first time ever in the Ruthless Invitational Showdown that a team could like possibly exceed for over like more than 300 points here. 300 points. Oh my goodness. Man, that is something. But anyway, okay. I mean, like, it's still a standoff between Yangon Galacticos and the opposing team. I mean, just really waiting it off. BTR, however, I'm trying to look for them exactly. on the map, and yeah, they are over onto the northern side, very near Kameshki.
Ah, yeah. So potential fight maybe. Now everyone's making the rotation. Now last we checked the circle as well, it was like up north. So a lot of traveling for most of the teams. And that's where they will focus on that. Okay, let's get into the prime position before we choose to take fights. Now, Claw and Young Radicals looks like it will continue, but Claw, they have kind of left South Jogopool. Yeah, they buy the edge now. I guess they just want to loot and they probably want to get out of here because by now, with the zone approaching, it's probably not going to be worthwhile for them to stay.
And even with like Vampire Esports or Cloud, I think like it was such a breeze that the way that they've gotten everything or like looted from that area and went straight ahead to Severny. I think they're trying to get into like the best position that they can do, considering that again we are so close to wrapping things up, for the last day of the playoffs here. But potentially they could go up against Boindunky and even Alpha 7 over here. And for Vampires, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me on this one, Vampire is also like out of the top 18, right?
Yeah, they are at number 14 now with 120
okay.
points.
All right, okay.
Yeah, I doubt they can be pushed out of the top 18.
So I guess I think what they want to happen is like, if they have plans of getting that early position, I believe they just would want to like really gather or like accumulate more points in the matter. But Sem9, however, looking at them, they are over probably near Rozok area. They're down south of the circle, surrounded by NS Red Force and even Team Secret. So perhaps like a brawl could definitely break out in just a few more minutes. Yangon Galacticos, they are like going the same way as Claw probably. So it's going to be like the same entry point coming from the west side. So perhaps they could also go into a fight here. And as for FaZe, okay, it's a late entry coming from Shopper, coming from the south side. Potentially they could go up against Aura Esports.
Oh, wow! Hot Deep Circle to the north with about 50% of water. Okay. This is where, because we're still at 16 teams, we can expect a lot of fights to happen now.
Oh, for sure. I think this is going to be a fasty Ranko Circle. But anyway, Alpha 7 right now going up in a fight up against Boom Esports, and that was it. Like Convent already out of the game here, courtesy of Carillo, and now Boom Esports. They separated ways as well. They're driving in all directions over here, but unfortunately Mastery gets tagged by Zaynab. So I think, it's 3 points in the bag now for the side of Alpha 7, and Boom Esports not looking too good. They've taken a lot of damage.
Here's a nade across. Chips took a bit of damage, but he's still alright in general. The Vikings finding it hard. This is D+K we're talking about. Look at this D+K still playing their hearts out against the Vikings, but Fabian goes down, okay. They fight back. Osal down as well. Chips now showing up on the other side.
Boom!
It was sandwiched. That one player of MVKE taking him down. And the rest of MVKE, they need to follow up quickly while D+K is looking there. Chips is going to be the final player for D+K. And Chips is still able to make it. And he will be the hero to revive them all.
Oh boy, we are just at stage 2, but it's turning to be a bloodbath situation for most of the teams here. The kill fit is not stopping at all. Right now we're looking at BTR versus A1 Esports, and just like that, they got eliminated empty-handed. For stage 2 here in Erangel, Horror Esports, oh man, they're challenging up D+K at the moment. They've been throwing a lot of nades to flush them out in the situation, and it's a great shot coming from No Fear. That was an instant grenade elimination.
Oh, they want to be the third party. Here we go. They have the numbers though. No Fear got Nobu. Okay, that's a big one there. Chips down at the corner. The final player of D+K. And Horror Esports, they know that there's at least one more player left. By the corner. He's waiting for Horror Esports to show up. The smoke isn't really helping Horror Esports as they navigate around. Okay, Chico with this thing. This thing could be the big one. Oh, he lobbed it to the left on the outside. If he lobbed it past the window, he would have got Chips.
Canary goes down as well, coming off the kill feed here, but of course we're not letting go of the situation. I mean, it's D plus Kia versus Aura Esports, and now we can see that Sleepy as well as Nofear here trying to find the best angle. Crypto goes down as well from the kill feed, and now Nofear trying to tag. Of course, play cat mouse in situation, and D plus Kia already got wiped out. So 13 teams for stage 2, Sem9, Faceman, Alter Ego Eras, man, they are battling it out.
Ooh, multiple fights. I also want to point out that D plus Kia, they won't be doing their side quest of 300 points. They're done as they're in group red. So we'll see them again tomorrow. Circle, what kind of circle we're gonna see? Oh, I noticed a nade into the face of Red Bull. But anyway, circle update. We still got like 40% of water in this circle.
And Claw, man, they're still outside, man. Sem9, okay, 0 points. Not looking good. Team Secret, 2 points in the bag. Going up against Horror Esports. No Fear out of the game. Jiggle still bleeding out there in the open. We are looking at Trang at the moment with all those jump shots with a DBS. Can he get it done? High Dammy trying to counter in this situation, but Sleepy Man, Jiggle as well, down on the ground, and that is it. The nail in the coffin. High Dammy already out of the game, but you know what? It's not from Team Secret. It came from Alpha 7.
Oh, look at the amount of teams still up north. Young Radicals is going to greet Vampire Esports soon. Here we go. For the northern side of Severny. Everyone wants a piece of this town with this kind of circle. Zone starts to close again. Young Radicals, they will pick their spot on the left side of it while monitoring the situation of Vampire Esports. But this is an urban warfare. So everybody's just going to stay put in their own house.
For now, that would be like the best thing that they could do at the moment. Okay, we are experiencing a little bit of break time, from all of the exchanges, which is of course absolutely doing good, for the team. They could catch their breaths. Yangon Galacticos, however, they are coming after Vampire Esports from across the road. And they're having to fight where exactly? I believe that's down in Severny.
And that's just warning shots. So no big movement here. But here comes NS Red Force. But they will take the southern side of Severny. So they will be fine down there too. Not going to be a big issue. Now, Severny is not the biggest of town. And every entry corner has already been taken by the team. So if any other team wants to come in, they are very likely to have to take a fight.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Krypton capitalizing on this information. Like, he already has a team just right down below. Great vantage point. BTR 4 points now in the bag. And where are they exactly? Okay, so coming off the kill feed, it's NS Red Force as well. Shutting down players from inside the battlefield. And as for BTR, okay, they're coming from the west side, or east side rather. And there might be a chance that they could go against Voindunky or Team Secret and even Boom Esports.
And Alter Ego, they're taking their time, still in the blue. Try to rotate away from Team Secret. Okay. Circle update soon. Is it going to be a hardship circle still to the north? We'll see. As the gunfire is happening. Okay, it's going to shift towards land now. Severny is going to be the focal point. But look at the amount of teams on...
Ketika tubuh membutuhkan cairan secara cepat, elektrolit dan karbohidrat yang hilang perlu digantikan. Dan sistem kekebalan tubuh harus diperkuat. Minum UC1000 Lemon Water atau Orange Water. Minuman isotonik unik dengan 1000 mg vitamin C.
Go Air, so it's they're obviously it's making it hard, for Alpha or like for Alter Ego Air to actually get inside into the zone. I mean, that's the right thing to do in this situation. You just really have to capitalize on everything.
Wow, and Alpha 7, now they are at 8 eliminations. They are looking at taking that second place spot at least. Alter Ego eliminated number 10 for elimination points. I don't know if they are still in the top 18, but we'll tabulate that later because right now Team Secret needs to get out of this sticky situation. Lots of gunfire on the Drang, and Optimus will knock him down. Now Team Secret only has one player left. Razy will make sure that point goes to the hands of BTR.
BTR, the demolition team, coming from the east side. Yeah, they were able to clear their way, so I guess they're gonna be safe for now. I mean, like, if the circle continues to shrink, I feel like they're gonna go up against Voindunky, but however, I think they're gonna just, like, wait for a little time here, you know, like, maybe chill inside that compound for a while. They could, gatekeep GK coming from Team Secret, since he's still outside of the zone, and trying getting up down on the ground here. GK is about to get annihilated, and there you go, Bigatron again, taking some points. 8 LMs now in the bag, and they are still a complete squad, which makes them a big threat in this round.
They really fielded two of their first team players here just to push for the grand finals. I see what BTR did there. Well, now they are in top 17. And they have these 8 elimination points still with a full squad. So they can still gain more points to solidify themselves.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. Satar driving, of course, they're trying to go to, like, all of the boxes here just to make sure that they have everything that they need.
BTR, okay. Now it's a little bit calmer. BTR by the edge of the circle, because I believe they know now, by this timing, if you want to enter directly into Severny, it's going to be impossible. There will be too many teams. So they volunteer to play on the outside. By the edge of the circle, but sharing the same area is going to be Alpha 7. So Alpha 7, they know that BTR is there. But they're not making the big moves yet, because anyway, you might as well wait for the 20 seconds to see where the circle goes before deciding what to do.
Oh, okay, here we go. This is interesting. Three-way battle happening in Severny at the moment. I mean, we've got Young God Galacticos and his Red Force, and of course, Vampire Esports. This is a prime spot, since this is the only area that is still included in the circle. And as for the other teams, like what we said, it's going to be a massive cleanup, especially coming from the east side. I mean, Alpha 7 is about to enter. We got Voindunky as well holding on to a compound. And I feel like BTR and Alpha 7's maybe thinking, okay, maybe that's the spot I want to be in.
Yeah, and they both go together. And then they find Voindunky there. It's like, oh, there's somebody here. Okay, cool. But BTR found somebody. They found Alpha 7. Tried to shoot them away. But right now, Alpha 7, most of their players in the circle, so slightly of a positional advantage versus BTR. 8 more seconds before the zone starts to close, and BTR still on the outside. Alpha 7 made them move, but they're not committing into the building where Voindunky is at.
If that compound of like Voindunky still gets included in the circle, they are in big trouble, I feel. Like, because Alpha 7 and BTR will probably head towards that direction and snatch the compound out of their hands. But then again, it probably might be a 3-way battle as well, so that's going to be crucial for those 3 teams. And as for those teams that's been staying in Severny, they're taking it slow. Vampire Esports still outside of the zone, but they just have to move a little forward. They have to be careful though, because like one wrong move and potentially they could be shut down by either Yangon Galacticos or NS Red Force. And as for Claw, they're being quiet over to the south side. Same thing for Alpha 7, so we're not exactly sure when the teams will decide to go up against each other. But you know what, BTR and Voindunky, here we go. This is what we talked about, Sir Cloud.
Yet they decided to commit into the building where Voindunky is at. And Voindunky only had 2 players, so BTR made quick work of them. Now, it's a matter of whether Alpha 7 wants to be feisty or not. Oh, but look at this. Vampire Esports came out of Severny and they're looking at BTR. They got bored waiting in Severny.
So BTR was able to eliminate Voindunky, and now it's time for Alpha 7 to come into play. Now we can see Squash Boost been doing a lot of spray here, and BTR, their response is actually to pop off a lot of smoke, which is of course helping them hide the visual up against Alpha 7. It's doing their case good so far. Vampire Esports, okay, they do have a shot up against Alpha 7 and BTR, but of course they still have to go for that right opening shot, and of course timing will definitely be key here. 9 or 6 teams remaining, rather, at stage 5, and 9 elimination points now for the side of Alpha 7, with Carrillo getting most of it.
And Carrillo, 4 eliminations now, but Squash Food knocked down by Annie. And now Alpha 7, they're going to move into the circle, but they're on the lower ground against Claw. But Claw's not paying them too much attention yet. Pretty much out in the open, they're playing with the terrain right now. As Beanie gets Pepeg, okay, Claw takes Squash Boo, so 3 teams in a decently long range exchange with each other. While inside of Severny, okay, we still have Vampire, but they sent out, hang that thought for a second. Circle moves all the way down south, but NS Red Force still has that circle.
I know, right? So, like, judging by the situation, I feel like NS Red Force, they do have the best chance here of getting the chicken just because of the fact that they are surrounded by a lot of concrete, walls, buildings, and whatnot that could help them, of course, dodge all those bullets being sent to their direction. But then again, if Yangon Galacticos decides to move in and Vampire Esports does the same, they could be in the world of trouble here.
And here comes the movement by BTR. They have to clear out Alpha 7 now because they're too close to them. They're trying to gather information. Bumblebee's doing the scouting work. But they don't have enough time. The zone is now closing. While Claw puts pressure back onto Alpha 7. Claw sends Unstoppable into the circle. They can still play by the left side though. They're quite spread out. They're playing a 2-2 formation. So if they feel that the pressure is just too much on the right, they can just play on the left.
Yeah. But I feel like Yangon Galacticos really is thinking to really push for the attack here up against NS Red Force. But BTR Bumblebee coming into play, coming in hot. We got Romeo Boy as well, shutting down a player coming from NS Red Force. And of course, this is the fight that we have been waiting for. Yangon Galacticos going head up against NS Red Force. We got Razy on the screen. Oh man, and Alpha 7 just like that got eliminated as well.
One drive-by is all it takes, but now XCY defends his ground against Yangon Galacticos. Cloud goes down to the hands of Beanie. TZ gets Cloud out. And as Red Force, now with TZ and XCY, they need to save Doxy. Romeo Boy is on the other side. Romeo Boy not in the circle yet. Pressure's on for Romeo Boy.
Where art thou, Romeo? Oh man, like I was said, in this universe, Romeo is a fighter, not a lover. Okay, and now he needs to escape with his life because I believe he's the only one left, for the team here. Now, NS Red Force, they do have their attention split, of course. They're looking at Vampire Esports as well. We've got TZ on the screen here, pulls out his DPS and just looking to annihilate BTR as well. I mean, Vampire's right down there in the middle.
Oh, Schwartz just got them down. But he does have his teammates with the smoke blocking the view of his opponents. But here comes BTR. Claw sending nades across. And BTR now only with Satar left, the final active player. Razy is down. And Satar eliminated. That is BTR out. Now it's between NS Red Force, Claw, and Vampire Esports. 4v4v4.
Whew, man, NS Red Force definitely survived the attack that came from Yangon Galacticos. They held on to the line here. They're still strong. They're still a complete squad here. And now they are ready to challenge up the boys of Vampire Esports. Ons has been taking in a lot of hit, a lot of damage. Same thing goes for Miola. Vampire Esports not looking too good on the hands of the Koreans. And TC just came into a fight here, shutting down Lazarus.
Oh, now Vampire Esports only have that one player left. It's going to be Vintores on the other side, cooking this nade. Sends it across. But Beanie evaded that one. Now they kind of have an idea that Vintores is on the other side. But before that, the cleanup is happening. And NS Red Force will collect those elimination points. 6 elimination points right now from far. It's going to be XCY knocking down Annie.
Oh man, Beanie's still knocked down on the ground here, but XCY is not really stopping with that massive spray up against Claw, making it impossible for them to actually recuperate in this situation. Now we're down to 2 teams remaining here, and this Red Force, man, has taken a lot of damage, but you know what? They are resetting, picking themselves up, back again, ready for another fight, and Claw, you guys need to push forward!
Claw, 4 players versus NS Red Force, 4 players. But Unstoppable is still on the outside. Okay, NS Red Force, they're going to take the preemptive strike. Looks like they push forward. Same goes for a few members of Claw. Okay, both of them moving at the same time. Trying to roll for the wraparound. XCY got Bobo. Unstoppable is down as well. Looks like Endless Red Force has the upper hand right now. And Endless Red Force, they want a piece of chicken dinner. They will get it.
Oh man! Ennis Red Force flexing their muscle over here. Man, ending the game Gangnam style. Match number 35, chicken dinner for Ennis Red Force.
Oh man, I beaten them earlier today, but yeah.
Wrong game?
wrong round. But still gotta give it to Endless Red Force. It was a good round for them. And they even scored a healthy amount of eliminations. Let's see. That's 11 eliminations from Severny to the outside. 21 points for NS Red Force.
Imagine the battles that they actually went through. I mean, like, BTR was there, Vampires was there, Yangon Galacticos was there. I even thought they're gonna get obliterated just because they're in between Yangon Galacticos and Vampire Esports a while ago, but then again, they still survived. They eliminated Yangon Galacticos, went after Vampire Esports, they survived, and well, eventually they got the chicken dinner. I mean, that is really like a show of force coming from NS.
Oh yeah, absolutely right. No stopping Red Force. There you go. I just did that. But because they scored this chicken dinner, okay, this number 2 spot, right? This number 2 spot have been exchanging like almost every round. And now with the fact that NS Red Force scored this one, likely they will claim back the number 2.
Oh yeah. It has been a tug of war, you know, between the second and the third spot in the overall leaderboards. But let's give, of course, a spotlight as well to Bigatron, Claw, Alpha 7, 3 teams that actually did great as well during this round. And again, I'm already curious since we are about to jump into our last game. Ah man, just like who will be the top 18 teams out of these 24 teams?
Oh yeah. Well, whoever who is in Group Red, if they are out of top 18, they have no more games. That means they will be eliminated. But for the other groups, Green and Yellow, there's still one more game to go. So there's still a chance, depending on how many points that is. But before we get on to that, we're going to compare the head-to-head between NS Red Force and Claw Slayers. NS Red Force way ahead in terms of eliminations, in terms of damage, in terms of heals as well. That means they did a lot of work, they tanked a lot of damage, so that's why they had to heal a lot. While Claw Slayers, because they played from the south, not many resistance, so they didn't see that as much action as NS Red Force, hence not as many eliminations. While MVP did not come from those two teams, it came from BTR, the mysterious Bumblebee.
And you know what? I feel like it was a missed opportunity though for the side of Claw. I mean, they could have gone for like the moment that NS Red Force decided to come after Vampire Esports while they were busy dealing with each other. I feel like that could be the opportunity for Claw to actually step into the game as well. They could have gotten some lucky shots at, or maybe like inflicted a lot of damage onto the side of NS Red Force, or like maybe after coming out of like a fight up against Vampire Esports, they could have just like really just swoop in.
Yeah, and the other players that swooped in, we gotta give them a shout out as well on screen there with a lot of eliminations across the board. And speaking about the board, here we have NS Red Force 21 points, BTR 17 points. They would have done enough to be in the top 18. Claw Slayers 11 trying to claw back. Okay, Claw Slayers, they are in Group Yellow, so that means they will have one more game that they are playing, giving them a bit of hope perhaps to be in 18.
Yeah, of course everyone's wishing like a big thing to happen for the side of Claw Slayers. I mean, this is such a great performance. 11 points in the bag here. You know how hard it is to even acquire one elimination point in the game, judging by like the caliber of teams that we have in the lobby. And they're tied up with Alpha 7 Esports. So like maybe for the last game, they could just give us the 100%, you know, coming from Claw Slayers and just really, really claw their way out of the bottom of the
overall standings, and perhaps that could do them something good. Maybe we can see them play in the grand finals, but of course those are just like questions and anticipations and like even guesses, things that could happen in the last game. But when it comes to the stats here, 196 numbers in total throwables used in the match, and the 392 meters for the longest elimination distance set up by Revo of Alpha 7. And as for the airdrops, nobody was even interested to go for it.
Yeah, zero. Everyone was just busy rotating and then fight and rotate and fight and rotate and fight. But NS Force, they were busy reclaiming their throne. And NS Force, they will still play the last game. So they have one more opportunity to just solidifying it, the second place, and stacking the Korean region on top. Now on page 2, MBKE 118. So that could be a benchmark. Depends on what the points are on page 3.
Oh man, I'm okay, my anxiety is already shooting through the roof here. I mean, Vikings, they're not that safe. Are they gonna play for the last round?
Which team?
Vikings.
Vikings, they are, yes. If you look at the overalls, they only played 3 games. So yes, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Alpha Gaming is at number 18 with 109. That's a 1-point lead up against Boom Esports. Talent is still close. I mean, the gap is not that far wide, so there's a chance, like, up until A1, like A1 can still make it. But then again, they will have to give their best. For Boom, I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like this is gonna be a tug of war. Who gets to be to sit at the 18th place. So I believe we're not gonna be looking at those teams that are part of the first and second page, but rather the teams that are on the third page.
Yeah, mathematically A1 could still do it. Technically Kinotrop can, but they must come up big. But one last game to go for everyone. Well, Group Green and Yellow, that is. We'll take a short break and we'll see you guys for the final game after this.
Step into the ring. Step into the ring.
we all have been waiting for. Welcome back to the Ruthless Invitational Showdown Season 11. We are down to our final match this evening. And of course, nothing's changed. You guys are still with your favorite casters. My name is Red Queen, together with Sir Cloud. Are you ready, Sir Cloud, to close this up?
I'm not. Do we have to? Is it going to be the end soon? But it's not. Because it's only the playoffs. Of course, we will still have our show again tomorrow. But we will still need to do the due diligence of finding out who is our best 18 teams.
Oh, definitely. And you know what? We're about to wrap things up, and you just know that this final match will be explosive because we're gonna end things with Group Green and Group Yellow. So take a long, hard look at the teams here, ladies and gents, because, well, these are the ones that gonna end the show with a loud bang.
Yeah. Green and yellow. That means also our last prediction for the playoffs here. Okay, we're back at it. We're back at it again.
Green and yellow. Okay.
Okay, our experts going for BTR. They're doing well. They're doing well. I'm gonna go for. Okay. I want to see what happens here. I want to see what happens if I go for talent.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Oh man, this is tough.
I know, right?
Oh, this is tough.
Yeah.
Oh, so Boom Esports not gonna be playing for this round, so they're out.
Yeah.
Oh
they
gosh.
are.
Alright, so having said that, I think I'm gonna go with... This is hard, this is really hard. Well, this squad is known for their late search. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with D-Savior for my last pick.
Okay. Interesting pick. They have yet to score a chicken dinner in the playoffs at all, I believe. So why not do it in the last game of the playoffs, right? Always the best moment to do it. Like do a mic drop before the playoff wraps up.
They always do this. D-Savior. They've done it, I believe, during the first or second day of the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. Wherein I said that, this team D-Savior, they're always good when it comes to like a late surge in the competition. So they did exactly just that. So perhaps we can see them replicate that energy back again to the final round. I mean, after all, this is the last hurrah. So perhaps D-Savior can do something extraordinary for us before we wrap things up, for the playoffs. And this is going to be Miramar, and we all know how good they are when it comes to Miramar. The last time, I believe that's also like a Miramar win for D-Savior. So I'm just hoping for something like that to happen. And yes, you're right. I mean, they haven't scored like a chicken dinner after the first day, so maybe, just maybe.
Yeah, there's so many like question marks, right? It's like, okay. Oh man, and it's the last playoff game as well. It could be, okay, so now here are the potential comebacks, right? So it could be for Kinotrope, but they have to score big. It could be for A1. It could be for Talent. Yeah, that's it. For the others, it's a matter of like, can they defend their top 18? Yeah. Claw, can they? Yeah, but they also need to come up big. So yeah, I'll put Claw in the same bucket too. Claw, Kinotrope, Talent, and A1. Yeah, 40.
Yeah. And since there are teams from Group Red that are like not really safe
not that safe, within the top 18. So, like, if there are teams that are going to go up, definitely there are teams that are going to go down. So it's going to be an interesting reshuffling that will happen in just a while, after this match. And again, I'm already curious, just like, which teams are really going to make it in the grand finals. So, we've already mentioned those teams that need to be, that needs to like go big or go home, literally, for some of the teams here. So let's, I just want to know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so rule of thumb, right? Those 4 teams that we mentioned, if they get eliminated early, that's it. Top 18 will be locked. So, without further ado, the last game of the playoffs in Marama. Let's go!
Woo! Make some noise down there in the comment section, everyone, because this is the final round. We're gonna see or witness the teams from Group Green and Group Yellow go head-to-head for the last winner chicken dinner.
Oh, here we go. Flight path from the north, Torre Akumada, down to the southern side of Los Leones. So to head to El Pozo is going to take quite a bit, so some teams might change their regular draws. Okay, one of our suspects who potentially slide in, Claw. They will drop in Torre Akumada. They're going to stay away from any early fights. Okay, so that's one okay start, unchallenged by any other team. Who's next in our 4? Okay, just waiting for them to jump out.
If you're confident enough, with your skills and like your game sense, game IQ, your overall team composition, I think you can go aggressive. But like some of the teams might choose to be passive during the first few stages of the match, and maybe get into engagements towards the latter stages of the match. A lot of ways things can happen still, for the final round, and drop clashes, but I feel like we're only gonna be witnessing maybe like 1 or 2 fights happen in stage 1.
Oh, let's try elbows. Oh, you asked for an early fight? Okay, here we go. The Xavier E-Arena again at it. But now 1 each. Oh, DX4 is really low. Okay, but he's out of bullets. Tag. But he managed to jump down just in time.
Okay, I'm hearing a lot of micro Uzi being used in this match. We can see Tourniquet from up above. Man, he made sure that they're gonna be winning this fight. The Savior not looking too good because we're down to 2 active members, and here comes Levi's with a jump shot with a micro Uzi, gets the job done. We've got 2 more players from the side of the Savior. We're not exactly sure who's actually winning the fight here, but there's another team that would want to join into the mix here, Sir Cloud.
Well, E-Arena 456. Very, very low. He needs to heal. Okay, that's the other team. It's going to be A1. They are rushing in. Oh, Los Leones. Looks like this will be a huge battleground. And look at the minimap. Kinetrope is here too.
456 definitely getting hunted by 2504 of the Saber. This is a 1v1 dance between these 2 teams. And you know what? They are getting hunted. Not but just A1, but also D plus Kia, because they're also within proximity. But here comes the dance up. 2504 won the fight.
And E-Arena's out, but we will still see them again tomorrow. Now here comes A1. Okay, A1 needs the points. They wouldn't mind taking it out of the hands of D Xavier. 1 player left, 2504 alone in this building. But Kinetrope is still around. So Kinetrope can be a third party against A1. Okay, anyone? 2504 defending his ground alone with his trusty shotgun and his UMP on the other hand. They can rush him up together. Okay, gets 1. Not able to get the second one. It's just a regular shotgun. And A1 claims they have a second point.
Some point I felt like A1 Esports gonna line up, getting hit by that shotgun coming from 2504. It's a good thing. It was a bit wide, from 2504, and that gave a chance for A1 Esports to do an effective counter, I can say. And it's also a great thing that A1 Esports was able to survive with a complete squad here. But, we're down here at Los Leones, and like what I mentioned a while ago, there are other teams that's lurking within proximity here. I did see players from not D plus Kia. That was I forgot. But there's a team that's just right within the area of Los Leones, and let's see if they're gonna go barging into that very compound where, they are staying.
Yeah, now in Lost Learners, sharing is also the Vikings and Kindertro. Now, also to note that Lost Learners is nowhere near the circle. It's all the way on the left. But still, the Vikings, they want to come here. And they want to have a piece of the Lost Learners fight. With Finale just on the outside of this window. And the Vikings, they don't know. But he sees the movement of the Vikings. Okay, gunfire is happening.
Yeah, okay, Finale, hopefully you can hold on to that element of surprise. You can definitely catch them off guard here. That's always an advantage. But of course, trigger discipline. And you should know when to actually pick. But unfortunately, well, Break was there to with the fast reflex and was able to shut you down in an instant. And I believe that was it for Kinotrope. Do they still have any more players inside of the game? Yeah, they still have three. Okay.
Yeah. So here we have them on screen, and they're still around the area, but they seem to be leaving Lost Learners. Okay, but they're not fully committing to leaving yet. Mark, he's still around. So I wonder if they want to continue on the fight. Okay, when they don't really have an advantage of playing here, they don't have the numbers, and obviously the zone is really far. But Mark is still around. Okay, break. Now in the chase with the rest of the Vikings trying to get Mark. Mark is on the outside right now. He's running towards his teammates. Oh, but building after building. Not in the clear yet. If this nade lands, that's it for Mark.
Yeah, this could be risky for all the teams that's been playing in Los Leones. And again, that was an accurate shot coming from the teams. And the leverage now comes from Vikings, and all teams need to do in this situation is to actually acquire that point and seal the deal. And Kinotrope right now down to their last two members. Not exactly sure how they're gonna survive the situation because we're still have three teams inside Los Leones. But in the meantime, let's check out Vikings as they hunt down that storm of A1. Where is the backup?
Oh. The backup is quite far. But the storm got break. Okay, that's going to be a start. And Citizen will knock down Wunti. Alright. He does have enough backup right now. And he does have the numbers in another lane. But the storm! MVK! Taken out by A1 Esports! Started off by two nades from Death Storm!
Okay, they're catching up. 6 LMs in the bag, which is absolutely perfect for the side of A1 Esports. Probably they can hear us that, A1, we want you to be part of the grand finals, and that's exactly what they're doing at the moment. I mean, we're just at stage 1, and we're already losing some teams here. 13 teams remaining, and on the screen we can see RQ. We can see Asa trying to go for a spray, but yeah, I think the enemy actually was able to escape with his life.
Okay. So APG is now the bare minimum benchmark. They are still in the game, 109 points. A1, they are now at 106 points. They are 3 points behind APG to catch 18.
Oh man. Okay, a truce again happening for now, but we're looking at Notion Bread Force at the top of the mountain here. And APG dog, man, the brutality. He was able to shut down not just one, but perhaps two players coming from BTR. Let's see if they can follow through and actually eliminate the remaining voice of Bigatron. We're still talking about 3 more members, so BTR can still effectively defend themselves and this very compound.
And APG, they wouldn't mind more points. Okay, they managed to collect 1. Now we have RRQ here and Claw. Okay. Wow, the circle will shift. Now this fight will continue. RRQ hunting for the members of Claw. Annie cooking up his name. Okay, here comes the name. Oh, from the top. Will it land? Okay, no. Lapar, if he climbed up any earlier, then he will be knocked by that name.
Okay, I mean, Claw obviously needs to pull this one off. They know what is at stake. Lapar is trying to boost himself up. He knows he will be in for a big fight here up against Claw. But he's taking some damage. But RQ was able to shut down Bobo Ho.
Okay. That could be a start for RRQ, but inside the building, they don't have much information. They got the knock, but they don't know where the other members of Claw are at. Sends a nade onto the outside, unstoppable. Clipped. But someone else is shooting as well. Probably another team to the outside. Oh, it's Pepeng getting 33. Okay, and right from the window, he found Unstoppable.
2 down, 2 to go for the side of RQ. Here comes Lapar now with a massive spray and using a UMP. Bubble Ho goes out. And yeah, RQ seems to be winning the fight here up against Claw. But yeah, let's see if Lapar can shut down. And are you okay? You okay? Can she be, or can he be the smooth criminal this time? And there you go, Lapar goes down hard.
Wow. Looks like he is doing the smooth criminal. Okay. They're done? Not yet. Okay, good. Because Claw, they have 2 players. I'm gonna try to find advantage, but we'll check back on them later because now we've got that Team Secret. OKF takes a lot of damage from the lower ground. Yeah, this dude is trusted by Karusi. And a tap off a jump shot earlier on, but Zero's found that high ground against KF, knocking him down. The other players of Blue on the other side. Now we're back on the Claw. The fight continues on.
Oh man, here we go. Who's gonna get obliterated this time? Claw seems to be able to pick themselves up back again, so that's a good sign. Coming from Claw, now they're trying to pick up their teammate. Coming off the kill feed, though, it's Team Secret versus GLU squad, and Team Secret just won the fight because GLU is out.
Looks like they're done. Okay, there you go. RRQ still with Claw. And RRQ, one last player left. It's going to be Nabeko. And on the other side, S12K by Unstoppable will stop Nabeko.
11 teams remaining at stage 2. It is wild. But you know what? 4 thrives. Oh man, they got into the game with only 3 of their members, which is pretty ballsy if you ask me. But hey, 4 Thrive needs to be like the strong, confident, bold team that we know that they are. So perhaps they could finish this off with a chicken dinner, even if they're just like 3 members for this round. We're looking at Alpha Gaming East. He probably knows that Palak is actually at the top of that mountain over there. So just to give you guys a clearer picture of like where the teams are at, we got FaZe Clan over to the south side of Crater Fields together with NS Red Force. So a fight definitely will be breaking out in just a while. Team Secret is still tanking the blue, very far from the zone, if you ask me. So I'm not exactly sure if they have vehicles, because it could be hard for them to just like really manage to get into the circle without any cars at all. But down here in El Pozo, still a portion of it included in the circle. And, the east side will definitely light up in just a while because most of the teams are actually coming from this side of the circle.
I'm also looking at Claw's chances of securing top 18 now. It's looking rather bleak because they only have 2 players and they need a lot of points. I doubt they can. And plus, like teams like A1 is still in the game, APG's in the game, Talon and Kinotrope, so that's not helping them. 4 thrives. Okay, 3 players. Oh, even a player called Mentor. Not too sure who he's playing this round, but Falak gotta be careful.
Yeah, man, his helmet is really damaged at this point, so you don't go peeking without suffering some consequences as well. I mean, obviously APG's looking to pop some heads, which is absolutely crucial for the side of 4 Thrive. So Balak, there's a need for him to maybe get down for a while, maybe try to get himself another helmet for this round, because one more shot and he could be put down easily.
As for Set9, well, generally they're fine in the overall, so I don't expect them to be pushed down to the bottom 18. And this with Force, okay, it's more about them having the flex of securing that second place.
Informa 21st Anniversary Sale. Pasti ketemu beragam kursi estetik, produk buatan lokal, produk multifungsi, dan berbagai produk baru. Buruan ke toko Informa terdekat buat dapetin promo Informa 21st Anniversary Sale.
I am always in awe of those players who are pretty good with like using M16 in the battle. But launching Breath Force right now, TZ on screen with a DPS, and oh no, that's not looking too good. FaZe Clan came barging in, And yeah, they were able to eliminate players from NS Red Force, and now Canary's been taking some shots as well. Let's see if NS Red Force can do an effective counter this time up against FaZe.
Oh, I see why he shows himself to FaZe Clan. The moment he does that, FaZe Clan took him out. And now NS Red Force only have that one player left. And he's on somewhere else. Okay, where is he? Okay, just to get a better view. Oh, Beanie! Beanie is very far away, but he will get the circle on behalf of NS Red Force.
Okay, Talon smack down there in the middle. Which is, still not sure if this is such a great spot, but, you know, like, being in the middle at an early onset could be dangerous still, because, well, then everyone will be headed towards your direction, and everyone will be pointing their guns at you. But we're looking at FaZe at the moment, and they're down to just 2 players here. Team Secret is about ready to annihilate them. There's been an exchange of nades here between the 2 teams here. And Shupper just waiting for the opportunity for him to like really put down players from Team Secret the moment that they come within their crosshair.
Oh, in fact, he just got gunned down. Okay, Team Secret and FaZe Clan now, and Shopper found Zerus. And Team Secret 2 active players left against FaZe Clan 2v2. Chopper knows that somebody is across him. Backwards wide, but then again, they have enough firepower. Chopper took out Trang. Team Secret left with only GK on the outside. And GK is coming in, okay, he wants to follow up.
Chopper shopping for kills here. Okay, he now has a total of 3 points in the bag, all to himself. And now he's coming after remaining players coming from Team Secret. Pulls out the SAS 12K with a jump shot, and effectively and beautifully done by Shopper over here. So let's see if they're going to be surviving, because in the process they also lost 2 of their players, which is going to be tough for them, since we still got a lot of teams here inside the game, and also like with a complete squad. So that's one of the things that's definitely going to be a challenge for them. But anyway, Sem9, they haven't scored anything just yet.
They've been rather quiet, playing in the middle of the circle. They're going to share the same area with Beanie and also BTR. A1! Okay, right now 7 elimination points. So they are 3 points behind APG now. APG scored 1. That's the bare minimum benchmark. But there's also a small chance that they can even push down E-Arena. But let's take it step by step. Right now, A1, they're looking at APG with a chance to be in the finals.
Man, it might be hard for APG because, well, they're facing 3 teams in front of them. So it could be hard for them to actually move a little forward. But then again, you know, the firepower of APG is off the roof. So let's see what kind of maneuver they have in store for us. But in the meantime, we're looking at Beanie over here to potentially shut down Doc, and nice surprise Beanie with a shot. Again, great execution. Doc out of the game.
Oh, indirectly helping A1 now. But still APG with 3 players. East in front of Beanie. Zero, he sees the smoke, but he does not have a good angle against Beanie. So he can't take the shot. He can't support East. So East, I'm not sure if he wants to take this risk. Oh, maybe he will. He's adventurous right now. He does have an S12K, so he's pretty confident. Behind as well. Okay, he sees Beanie. That's the shot on the Beanie. 2 shots. 2 bullets. It's all it takes. And then this Red Force is out.
Oh, man. Unfortunately for Doc, he headed straight towards, you know, death from that exchange. Only goes to show that they were really not aware of the fact that, you know, there's a team right there just waiting for that right opening shot. And, well, Doc had been taken out, which brings us down to, of course, 7 teams remaining over here at Stage 5. Looking at Sem9. And again, they could potentially shut down Talon Esports, given the distance that they have up against the team here. But could still be a long shot.
And A1, is this still a long shot for them? Not really, they're getting close to APG. Talon, they have been staying quiet. But they need to bring in the points, but they still have enough bodies, so mathematically it's still doable for Talon. Okay, let's see. Nobody's making the big moves next. Okay, now we have Talon on screen with this high ground. It's probably going to be about time. if they can bring in elimination points, and they have A1 in front of them. So step by step for Talon, right? If they can eliminate A1, that's one competition out.
Rowdy, okay. Trying to dodge the bullet coming from Machul, and it was able to do just that. Unfortunately, though, they need to help their teammate because, one of them got shut down, and Yoru, oh man. Perhaps that was the confirmation, or not just out there. Yoru's just bleeding out there in the open, and we're waiting for him to get picked up by his teammates. But everyone else is moving here, trying to, of course, find the best angle that could work to their advantage. But Alpha Gaming still at the edge of the circle here. Sem9 also within their line of sight, but Talon Esports, I mean, FaZe can actually come after them in the very compound that they're staying at, and as well as A1. But since A1 is holding on to a compound for themselves, I feel like they're gonna take their time.
Yeah, so A1, they can take their time. Probably saw the elimination feed that, oh, APG lost one player. Okay, so let's not make mistakes now. We can still make it in the top 18. Because APG is now running a handicap. So, and they also have 7 eliminations, which is not bad. With still the amount of players on the battleground, minus them is going to be 18, so there's still a lot of bodies. And let's not also forget that now we have 7 teams. The longer they stay alive, the more pleasant points they're going to get.
BTR has been quiet as well. I mean, they're not joining any engagements whatsoever, although they're very close with APG. And Fourth Tribes, obviously, they are on a split here. I mean, Falak is right down there in the middle, and one of them still at the edge down south, so not exactly sure what the plan is, but obviously they don't have that much firepower as well. And A1, just like what we mentioned earlier, they're taking their time, holding on to this compound. I feel like they're just really going to wait it out, and wait for the circle to shrink even more before they step into, again, any battles. But it's a good thing because we're looking at 5 seconds more before we move into the next stage.
Oh, but speaking about the next stage, we're going to see it right now with Circle. Oh, it goes to the high ground. Talon is here, giving them a bit of hope. A1 somewhere in the circle, but Alpha Gaming, they don't have the circle at all. Ooh, Alpha Gaming, they do have a crosshair on their back now, especially if it's A1 or even Talon. And the fact that they don't have a circle, they'll be licking their lips now, if only they know.
All right, BTR scouting, trying to get close to that compound. Fourth Thrives, I'm not saying it's impossible for them to, I mean, like, for this specific player to get into the zone, but, like, if BTR knows where he is, and if A1 knows that there's still, someone that will be coming from that direction, could be hard to, get in the circle safely. But of course, Falak is right down, inside the zone already, getting all the information and just like reporting back to him. Probably they're both establishing good comms over here. But then again, A1 Esports knows exactly, perhaps, where this other member of Fourth Thrives, a name which I couldn't read. But I mean, from this vantage point, Sir Cloud, I don't think he's gonna make it out at all.
Oh, hang on. Alpha Gaming, they lost one player to Talon. Now Talon is at 99 points. You need to bring in a lot more elimination points from this area. Oh, okay. I believe that's IQ from Fourth Thrive that just got taken up on its own. So that point is not given to A1. So that means, as of now, A1 is still outside the top 18.
Well, they deny the point, which is, of course, I guess worked out for them. Talon Esports, okay, here we go. APG, East goes down in an instant. Here comes another stray. Rippers was able to defend himself well. Rowdy coming from the kill feed, get knocked down by Falak.
Oh, Yoru from the side. Okay. Job done. And Rebo Yaza will be back. Back as a 4. Okay, that's 3 points right now for Talon at the top of this hill still. Now, if they don't take further action, more bodies might be eliminated. Next might be between BTR and Sem9, and if bodies fall, then Talon might not have enough points.
Oh no. They probably know what is at stake at this point. I mean, this is the final round of the playoffs. And let's see if BTR can be successful in
taking a hold of this compound. Unfortunately, though, Bumblebee gets shut down by A1 Esports from behind, and that is the danger, of course, in like getting sandwiched in between two big teams here. Obviously, Satar will be picking up his teammate, and now A1 also trying to survive an attack coming from Falak. I mean, Falak is just really making it rain bullets over there and just like really making it hard for A1 Esports to survive this, while BTR still focusing their energy onto Sen 9.
Oh, this nade across. Okay. It's an overcooked nade. So it will not land. And then they sent by A1. A1, they're looking for the points now to break into the top 18. They need those elimination points in. At the same time, Talon just got one for themselves. And Satar now, he's bleeding out. And the snake that came from CJ Boy. The boy will be given to A1. Bumblebee now, pretty low, 40% of health. A1 looking to take another point. Okay, and he sent across. Okay, damage on the Sinister, but they're still alright. But another nade, this time by Bumblebee. A little bit too short.
Oh, VTR is having a hard time at the moment. I mean, like A1 goes with Sen 9 is just throwing a lot of nades up against them. I mean, this is pretty much like what happened during
Menu Taste of Japan. Yang penting ngerti enaknya. Hanya di McD.
To A1 yet. Now, Talon! We get a knock onto Dewey. Okay, they're looking for points. They need the points. Okay, CJ! Knockdown. Talon will finish off Dewey. And that's 5 eliminations now for Talon. And here comes BTR. Oh, if BTR eliminates A1 here, there's a big chance that A1 might not make it into the top 18. BTR now pushing in with 2 players. Optimus on the vehicle. He's going for it. And he will crash in directly. Bumblebee gets stepped on immediately. And one more to go. Bumblebee will continue to fight. And with Optimus Prime, looks like they will eliminate A1. And A1, have they done enough?
I cannot believe that just happened. What? BTR so effective with their gameplay, even if they're down to just 2 members, even if they got sandwiched in between 2 teams. The fact of the matter is that BTR still survives. And that was top-notch performance, phenomenal even, coming from the side of Bigatron and Falak, taking in some damage coming from Achul, but still was able to dodge just in the nick of time here. Achul also trying to manage BTR. Man, this is such an intense fight between these 3 teams. Domination, however, is coming from Falak of 4 Thrives.
Okay. If Talon scores the chicken dinner, they could slide into the top 18. Mathematically, it's possible. Right. Okay. Anyway, now top 3. You gotta do the business first. And Talon, they're in prime position. They still have the circle. The circle favors Talon.
Oh my goodness. Okay, all they need to do is just really play their cards right and they could secure the chicken dinner. Achul was able to get some damage from that nade, but then again, since they're holding on to this top spot, this high ground, I think everything is working out for the side of Talon here. Falak is cooking, obviously. Okay, I'm not even sure if he could shut down Achul, but he is probably listening to those footsteps.
Okay. Falak just right below Talon. And now Talon, Achul's trying to find an angle against Falak. But Falak, as long as he hugs the wall, he will be fine. Not easy for them to land that shot, but Chopper from behind? Okay, is he going to surprise anyone? Okay, Reboyaza, he probably heard their footsteps. Okay. Where is everyone right now? Okay, Chopper on the other side. Reboyaza looking for Chopper. Okay, he heard the footsteps for sure. But because of this kind of terrain, it's also hard to navigate.
It's true. So it's a 2v1, Talon versus FaZe, and it's a 1v1 between Falak and Achul. And now Reboyaza, as we just saw on the screen here, he just cooked up a nade. He threw it up against the opposition. Chopper still manages to dodge those attacks. Achul and Falak trying to find each other.
Yeah, they're just trying to find an angle. But look at this. There's no way you're going to get Falak from this angle. So
yeah,
there is a possibility that Falak will deny himself to the blue. Okay, he can still rotate all the way to the right. to find a way in, but I don't know about this. Okay, ambitious attempt by Fala. Nailed
Oh!
damage, but not knocked.
Oh man, that is still like beautifully done by Pubg. I mean, if he was able to shut down Acho, then that would be perfect. But the fact that he was able to inflict damage, I think that was a good call to Pubg. But okay, yeah. I mean, like you called it out. He denied the point. So 4 Tribes went out with 5 elements in the bag. And we're looking at Talon versus FaZe right now. Acho went in for a spray and a Chopper, looking to seal the deal over here. But it could be hard because it's a 2v1 obviously, but maybe he could pull off a clutch, who knows?
Ooh, my mathematics are telling me that Talon actually did it. But let's wrap it up. Talon, chicken dinner, they scored this chicken dinner. They would surely have done enough. Okay, now FaZe Clan, let's see if Chopper can stop them from scoring this chicken dinner. Ooh, this nade. Big one to Acho. And he's cooking up this other nade. Okay, Acho evaded that one. And Chopper, not in the front. And Chopper pushed back again. And now we're at stage 9. Chopper is pushed to a corner. The zone will flush him out if we don't move forward.
Man, it could be a different story had Chopper taken down Acho. Oh man, that could have been like a great 1v1. But anyway, it's a 2v1 still. Yoru now getting ready for a charge here. Oh, Chopper's down below. Yoru went in for a spray. And now 2 of the members of Talon Esports getting ready to throw it all down up against Chopper. Oh man, they're still trying to find an angle over here. Yoru on top of Chopper at the moment, but still couldn't hit him.
Oh, the spray coming from the corner. Let's go. Get down by Chopper. But where's Chopper gonna go now? Wait, what? What? Chopper did it. Chopper did it. Chopper scored the last chicken dinner of the playoffs for FaZe Clan.
Chopper pulled off a miracle knockdown. Miracle chicken for FaZe Clan. Oh my goodness. So FaZe taking in the last chicken dinner for the playoffs. Absolutely cherry on top.
Whew. Oh man, I almost got my prediction right, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Actually, if they
Almost.
didn't push Chopper at the very end and just, okay, let the blue do its own work, you know, let's not get ambitious, then Talon will score the chicken dinner and I will earn my points. So, Talon, it's your fault.
That was almost, not gonna lie. Okay, oh man. I was actually ready to congratulate you for another point, but yay, I mean, Chopper just made sure that you won't be getting that point, Sir Cloud.
That's not fair.
But that's definitely gonna go into my highlights. I mean, it's a 2v1. Again, all odds against him, but we're still able to get that chicken dinner. So you have to give it to Chopper over here. He's been quite aggressive from the get-go, and it's a convincing win, for the side of FaZe.
Oh well, I guess it is what it is. We'll meet again in the finals. But okay, so with the amount of eliminations and the second place finish for Talon, I believe they have done enough. I believe they would have done enough to be in the finals.
I'm sure about it too. Yeah. I couldn't get over the fact about like how it went down for A1 and BTR, and what I can say for BTR, it's just really great defense. Again, they're down to their last 2 players. They're in between Sem9 and A1 Esports, but they still managed to survive. I mean, imagine 2 teams throwing a lot of nades towards your direction and surviving. Like, I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, that was, and if you think about it, right, the final circle, like this hill is so hard to play as well. So that's one. Whether you're playing on the low ground, the foot of the hill, or whether you're playing on top, like it's so difficult to like have a good view of like the entire place, especially in those small little areas like where Fallout was at the end. Now head to head before we count the officials. Okay. 9 eliminations for Talon, second place finish. Mathematically, they have done enough, but one thing I'm not sure, how many final eliminations the APG got? Because by the time we know, it's like, oh, APG is done. But before that, we're going to award the MVP for this match. Well, it had to be the guy who brought the chicken dinner to the team, Shopper, with a whopping 10 eliminations.
Wow, and also, you know what, Sir Cloud, big shout out to our 18,000 viewers. Wow.
Wow.
Woo, what a community. Thank you again, for supporting Ruthless Hype Esports. And yeah, we have to give a massive props, to this guy right here, Shopper, the MVP of the match. Double-digit elimination points just for him. And just look at the balance of like the stats that we're seeing on the screen here from Chopper of FaZe Clan. It's a total of 90% team contribution, so that's again top-notch gameplay.
Yeah, and he has the double amount of eliminations as Fala with 5, but Fala had 100% team contribution. And then we have Desktop also with 5 eliminations, and Yoru from Talon with 4 eliminations. I'm still sad over the fact that Talon should have got this chicken dinner.
And also would like to commend the performance of Deathstorm just a while ago inside that building where he actually shut down not just one but 2 players with those nades that he threw. I think that was pretty awesome. And of course, just to give props again to all of the teams that played for this round. FaZe Clan coming up on top with 21 points. Unfortunately though for GLU and Kino Trope, 2 teams that wasn't able to score any. But then again, we got 4 teams that ended the game with a double-digit score, and it's a great thing. A1 Esports was able to score 10 points in the bag here, so like I do wonder, are they really out of the game?
Okay, Kinotrope is confirmed out because they have 0 points. Alpha Gaming 3, and then you have Talon with 15. Now my math is killing me. Okay, if Alpha Gaming scored 3, then it could be a draw or just a difference of 1 point from last we saw. So that's I think it's very tight. It's very tight. But of course, our folks at the production won't reveal it yet, so we have to stay tuned for a confirmation.
Yeah, we just have to wait it out. I mean, like they're preparing even like who's gonna be the overall MVP of the playoffs, but we all know who it is, right? I mean,
it's just too far, right?
Nobody could catch up, so I guess it's safe to say that even without the picture, the MVP for the playoffs is definitely none other than Noble of D plus Kia.
I'm waiting to see if it's a surprise. I'm like, and then we transition over, and it's like someone else, and we're like,
but we have been keeping tabs though. We have been keeping tabs because we were showing like the most knockouts, highest damage output, like highest headshots, something like that. And from all of the names that I saw, it was all Noble from
Baru, hot and cheesy dari Burger King. 100% Australian beef whopper. Dicelup dengan saus sweet chili atau saus keju. Baru, hot and cheesy. Pilih favoritmu di BK. 2 menu mulai dari 39 ribuan.
Okay.
Here we go. I think we're about to show.
Okay, let's check it out. Okay. Oh! Wait,
Oops,
what was that? What was that?
Picture.
Okay. Anyway, we are going to congratulate the teams that qualified to the grand finals. We have D plus Kia, Nongshim Red Force, 4 Thrives, Alpha 7, FaZe Clan, Team Secret.
Yep, podium finish for D plus Kia, Nongshim Red Force, and of course 4 Thrives. After a long back and forth situation between Nongshim Red Force and 4 Thrives, it was Nongshim at the end who took the second spot in the overall ranking. But then again, we're talking about 18 teams proceeding to the grand final, so it's okay. It's a reset come tomorrow. But here we go, more teams. We got Yangon Galacticos landing at 7th place, GLU Squad, Horror Esports, we got Void Donkey as well joining into the mix here, RQ, and of course, wait just a minute. We only have 1 player from D Savior? Man!
Yeah. Yeah, he carried the entire team to the finals by himself. That's crazy, right? Who needs like a full squad? But you guys have like what, 5 players? I only need 1.
Oh man, this guy. I mean, Lamborghini did not play. Oof, man.
Oh, he's
We're not
one of
even
the
sure.
pseudo names. We don't know. Oh! Talon made it! Talon made it! Talon made it! That means Alpha Gaming and unfortunately A1 is out!
Oh no. Yeah, they're out. So I guess this is it. I mean, we're looking at those teams that actually qualified for the grand finals. Again, Gigatron, Vikings. We got Sem9, Arena, Vampire Esports, Talent Esports. And I guess, yeah, good game well played for those teams that didn't actually qualify to get into the grand finals. But then again, we have to crown the overall MVP of the playoffs over here. It's Nobu at 62 elimination points and 13,010 damage output and a total of 118 utilities used in the game.
Oh, I'm so surprised.
Ooh.
He has been holding this trophy, this crown, for, well, since the first day. Anyway, so Nobu followed by Osa, and then Falak, he moved up a few notches, number 3 to the road to MVP, and then you have Fabian and you have Chip. So you still have 4 players of the D plus gear. Even though today they kinda have an off day, it's not like the usual D plus gear like we've seen in days of past. Still, you have 4 players up here.
Yep, and the only guy that seems to have broken the mold here, it would be Falak of Forthright. I mean, he started being at number 5 in the road to MVP, but he did manage to get into the 3rd spot here, which is absolutely great. And as for the overall fraggers, again, we got Nobu, Falak over here, also in Fabian, and DX4 of D-Saver, which is, of course, we still don't know who this guy is, but he did score 37 elimination points and 7,129 damage output, and his average survival time in each of the matches here is at 12 minutes. Now, not exactly sure if this is a good number, but like 12 minutes, I think he is always like one of the first to get taken out, from D-Saver.
I mean, if we compare across the board, then it's the lowest. But to be fair, this graphic is specifically for fragging. Okay, now let's see how close the points are at number 18, but we will roll page 1 first. So, D plus K and NS Red Force, the 2 teams from the Korean region, stacking up at number 1 and number 2. So, it's basically Korean dominance here today. And then followed by Forthright at number 3 with only 3 points behind NS Red Force.
Yep, I'm a be doing my soda pop later on just because D plus E and NS Red Force actually finish off at 1 and 2 spot here in the overall rankings. And again, with that great performance coming from FaZe, I mean, they did move up 5 ranks at 156. So again, that was like a massive performance coming from FaZe Clan. And yeah, we're just probably waiting, to get to the 3rd page of the overall rankings just to check like how many points were like needed for the other teams to qualify and just like how far the gap is. So I'm just really waiting for them. Vampire Esports did move down. Same thing goes for Horror and Voindunky. But then again, most of the teams here that are part of the 1st and 2nd page are not even playing with any pressure whatsoever.
Yeah, most of them, they're pretty chill here. Whatever the result is, it's like, you know what, we have kind of done enough to qualify, especially when it came down to the last 2 matches. And so they are pretty fine. Okay, like what you mentioned, right? The one that we want to see is page number 3 and exactly how close the points are at the number 18 border line. I believe it's only maybe 1 point. Oh, it's a draw! So it's a tiebreaker between Talon and Alpha Gaming! Tiebreaker! Oh no!
Oh, I wonder what made all the difference here. I'm looking. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Talon moved up 2 ranks at 112. Well, again, Alpha Gaming is the dream team. They're just like what you said, the Avengers. I mean, they literally gathered all the superstars to play in just one name. So APG, this is not of course the expected gameplay coming from them. So we do expect them to do a
like a huge thing in the official tournaments. Boom Esports, A1 again. I feel bad for A1 because they were so close. I mean, they absolutely exerted effort. Unfortunately, again, they got eliminated by BTR in the Miramar fight. So that's it.
And this will be the head start points in the finals according to their rankings from number 1 to number 18. Now, what interested me is that 3 teams didn't need a chicken dinner to be in the finals. BTR, Vikings, and Talent. Everyone else at least has one chicken dinner. Now, obviously, the most is D plus Kia, so yeah. And then followed by Nongshim Red Force with 4 chicken dinners, 3 chicken dinners for 4 tries, and then you have a lot of 2s, a lot of 1s, and a couple of 0s here. Now, this will be their head start points. That means their starting points tomorrow for these teams. A little bit of an advantage, of course, for D plus Kia. They have earned it, they worked for it, and that's 20 points for them.
Yeah, and I guess nothing's gonna change, between playoffs and grand finals, since D plus Kia received a total of 20 points for their head start. Again, all the advantages is with D plus Kia. So let's see if they can actually sustain the aggressiveness, that high level gameplay, from D plus Kia for the grand finals, or since we're gonna experience some sort of reset almost, will there be other teams that will show up this time? Because it will be a different gameplay, right? The real battle will definitely happen tomorrow.
Yep. So tomorrow is the first day of the finals. We're still going to be on the broadcast, same time, same channel. But for tonight, we are closing the curtains on the playoffs. Thank you so much for being together with us with the playoffs. Tomorrow will be the start of the finals. My name is Sir Cloud together with Red Queen. Don't forget to subscribe and also show us some love by following us on our socials. We are very easy to find on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all that shiz. So we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye!